hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. God bless and much love. Let's see. Hey, Soaring Free. Hello. You're number one in here tonight, girl. God bless. God bless. Good to see you. And dear, dear, so something. It's too long for PG. Uh, too long for PG to be reading out. I'm gonna call you 2348. You're number two. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. That prince is way too small for PG's eyes right now. Um, Bridget, I appreciate you, number three girl. Hello, PG. Good evening. I hope you had a great day today, and thank you for coming tonight. Much love, PG and Summer, and everyone in chat. Hey, girl. God bless and much love. Good to see you. Uh, 2348. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Uh, I'm looking at it, but it's all running together. It's all running together. I wish I could see better, but I ain't seeing too good. Hey, Miss Justice, all right. There you go. I think I'm gonna have to get some reading glasses. I swear. I think I'm gonna need some reading glasses. Uh, so I can see that that's just running together. Hey girl, you're number four. Number four. Much love, PG. Much love to you. Much love to you. Hey Carrie, good to see you. Oh, that is so sweet. Hey Texas Blue, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you in here. Hey Lucky, chocolate. I like that. I like that. Chocolate covered pickles. Um, Absolutely. I appreciate that, Carrie. I appreciate it. God bless. And let's see. Hey, Lynn, how you doing tonight? Cindy, good to see you. Oh, I appreciate that, Brat. Absolutely. Good to see you, Brat. Good to see you. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the bottom, you guys, but I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss none of you. I try to get everybody. I go, baby. Hey, how you doing? Are you serious? Has been arrested? Oh no. We're talking about we're talking about the phone call with Mary. We're talking about the phone call with Mary that spiraled, kind of spiraled everything to where it's at now. I think that was Dawn and Candace's major mess up at the beginning of all of this. I think that was the icing that kind of crumbled their cake, if you know what I mean. Um, but but I I did get some info. Um, I was I was speaking with Ernie. I was speaking with Ernie. Um, and if my mods have Ernie's channel. If you got Ernie's channel, please put it in the chat, and so everybody knows where to go to find Ernie's channel. But I was speaking with Ernie before I came in here, behind the scenes, behind all of this, and me and him was talking on this topic of what's been going on, over the past week or so, um, since the 13th, since the law enforcement has gotten you know, this new tip and all involved up in it and everything. And we were, you know, kind of bouncing off of one another, you know, some thoughts of the area and the situation and where the tip came from and so forth and so on. And rumor has it, this is rumor has it that is that Candace more than likely is going to be arrested soon. That's word. That's word floating right now. Um, I I can't say no more. I can't say no more. But if she gets arrested, then it's going to do the domino effect, right? It's going to do the domino effect. It's going to wow. You're going to see a lot of people getting handcuffs. That's my opinion. You know, it's going to spiral. It's going to spiral big time. You're going to see Candace and Grandis and Donald and I'm sure, in my opinion, Hunter. I think Hunter's going to get some cuffs on him. You're going to see it. You're going to see this really. Probably Fred Hill, Chad Arnold. You're going to see a lot of people. You're going to see a lot of people. It's going to be a major arrest going on. So I don't know. I'm hearing things. So, you know, that's all I can say. I'm only allowed to say so much. Hey, Brenda, how you doing, sweetie? Hey, Woofy. But Ernie's supposed to join us. He's supposed to join us up here tonight and talk a little bit more about everything. Hey, child of God, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Hey, Yorkshire Rose, lovely London. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? Parker, there you are. Legendary. It's good to see everybody in here. Hey, Australia, there you are, girlfriend. Good to see you, Patty. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, Caroline. 43, how you doing tonight? Beth Ann, good to see you. Molly. Oh, that's so sweet, Molly. Hey, Hillbilly, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, grieving mama, good to see you, honey. I'm praying for justice for Summer Moon, Utah Wells, all the missing children. Much love, PG chat. All of Summer's Army. Hey, girl, God bless and much love to you. You know it. Hey, Blue Bella, how you doing? Oh, that is gorgeous. Absolute hello to you. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Caroline says, hello, Molly. Oh, that's beautiful, Caroline. Absolutely. Patty Ponytail, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Good to see you in here. Good to see everybody. I just passed up Jenny. Hey, Jenny. I passed you real quick, but hello to you, sweetie. Caroline, how you doing? Oh, there's Jenny. How you doing? Lovely London. Good to see everybody. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, I'm trying to get to the bottom. I'm finally there. Italian Cookie, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Good to see you. There's Beverly. Hey, PG and everyone. Hey to you. He hasn't. That's probably. The phone call is the one he made to Mary. Hold on. Let me.
Hello?
Hey, Mary.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
what's going on, Candace?
They just took Donnie away.
Who did?
The police.
They did? How come?
I don't know. They wouldn't tell me the reason why. But they're flying him out to Boston, Massachusetts.
They're flying him off to Boston?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my gosh, Candace. They didn't tell you why?
No.
So what they do? They just knocked on the door and came in and cuffed him and took him?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Candace. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I wish they would have told you the reason why.
They didn't tell me anything. They just said they had to take him. Because of something that Jeannie said or did.
Oh really? Wow, Candace, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry, Candace. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, honey. I feel so bad for you. I wish I was there. I wish I could hold you, Candace.
He's never did me or the kids is wrong. Ever. He's always been the greatest father.
Right? Oh my gosh, Candace, I'm so sorry. Gosh. They so you don't think that they're just gonna take him for maybe a couple of days and release him?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well,
whatever Jenny and her friends did.
I don't know, Candace. I don't know. They might just take him maybe for a couple of hours. Maybe they're just taking him to question him or something. You know what I mean?
Why would I take him all the way to Boston?
What?
But why would I take him all the way to Boston? This is the question,
I don't know. Boston? I don't know. He don't have any ties in Boston that I know of, right?
Not at all.
Yeah, not that I know of. Just, the only places he's ever been is like
Federal. That's all I know. Federal.
Federal? Huh. Yeah, I don't know, Candace. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, well, I know. I have nobody now.
Oh my gosh. I know. Is your mom coming back?
No.
She's not?
From the Capitol. That's all I know.
Wow. Wow, that is just crazy, Candace. That is just crazy. Wow. I'm really sorry to hear that, Candace. God. I can't believe that they didn't, I don't know, that they didn't say something to you. You know what I mean? And then, so they said that they were going to take him to Boston. Are you sure they didn't say Utah?
Over the Mexican mafia stuff.
Oh, right. Um, so do you know anything about that?
No, I don't know anything.
Wow. Wow. Hmm. Well, did Donnie ever come into some money that you knew about or anything?
About $80,000. I don't know.
She said he had come into around $80,000. Around $80,000 is what Candace was saying. That alone, because I know that someone, there was some people hanging up there at the hill. There was a three or four of them hanging on the hill. One of them was at inside the house. I know which one it was, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to out them. But they were in the house and they had seen where Candace had withdrawn. She had withdrawn a few dollars. When she withdrawed that few dollars, anytime you have money, you put money in the. I'm bringing you up, Ernie. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Anytime you withdraw money out of the bank, you'll get a slip, and the slip tells you how much you took out, and then it tells you the remaining balance. The woman said that on the slip, Candace had took out like $20, and then she said that, and yes, it was a woman. She said that the remaining balance was like $87,000 left in that bank account, is what she was saying. So that's, and Candace says 80,000. I mean, that's the number she threw out in this particular video, that this phone call that she did with Mary. That was the number. I find it strange that she throws out the 80,000 when this person said there was like 80. I'm pretty sure it was 87,000 left in that bank account. And I thought that, wow, that was, because she was getting a lot of gift cards and a lot of donations coming in, at the beginning of all of this. There was money pouring into the Wells, all kinds of cash apps, all kinds of gifts, people sending plenty of gifts, people sending gift cards, and she was selling, she was selling all the gift cards too, putting them in the bank. But I don't know if it would have rounded up to 80 over, $87,000. I don't know. But I do find it weird that this is the number the person threw out that saw the receipt, and this is the number she's throwing out to Mary.
Wow. My goodness. Yeah, that's just really crazy, Ken.
He said, hey, on over the Mexican mafia.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, Candace. I don't understand what's going on, because if they're going to extradite him to Boston, I just don't know why they would do that. Unless. Wow. Yeah.
They're gonna kill him.
Huh?
They're gonna kill him. They're gonna hurt him.
The drug cartel, is that what you said? They're gonna kill him, they're gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
Well, if he's messed up in drugs, Candace, that's not your fault, okay? That's not your fault, Candace, okay?
And I find it very strange. I find it very strange that she is telling Mary that somebody, she's afraid that somebody is going to, you know, going to on a live Donald.
You know what I found strange about that? She
I
gave
don't.
she gave a location. She said Boston.
Mhm.
So somebody should go back to the time that video was done, to that call, whatever date it was. Because I mean, again, we've had so much happen. So
That was early on. I remember that was really early on. Like that was within like the first few months. That was within the first few months of Summer going missing.
right. So somebody should go in and see exactly what date that was, and then see. Here's a proven fact. It's a proven fact that people like this, these criminals, they'll say a place, and they'll add it to another location, when in fact they probably done something, or something might have been in that. And somebody should check in Boston of missing children, or something that happened in Boston in that time period, because there's a reason she named Boston. Why else would she name Boston?
Right. We got Mary in the chat. Mary, do you remember exactly when that phone call was? I know it was within the first few months of it was in 2021. It was August the 21st, exactly. Summer came up missing June 15th, and it was in August 21st. 2021.
Is this the phone call? This ain't the phone call that she did when she said Predator Hunter Nation, is it? You remember that one as well, right? When she said Ernie Shell, and then I wasn't even in the case then. I wasn't even. I had just announced. I hadn't even been talking to Candace then. Never. See, they brought me into it. They're the ones. That phone call is what we heard. Do you remember when it was?
Don talked to me. Don talked to me quite a bit about you. He talked to me quite a bit about you and the people that you were associating with, and you guys being in Tennessee, and he was pretty, livid. He was pretty livid with you and your associates, and I guess you guys were out there, and you guys were searching someplace, going through some garbage or something. And
what happened is, we supposed to have an interview set up with Donald. Here's how everything come about. But this is before that happened. Before we even got into it with it. Nobody knew. There was two people that came to us and brought some files. Because we hadn't even looked into the Summer Wells case. When it first happened, we was doing the bust at the Newport Park there. And it was on that exact day. And that's what keeps on haunting me, is that exact day on the 15th. And it's like, I never knew that I was going to be a part of this or any of that. We were shooting a reality show, and we were showing awareness. We were showing how we can catch real live predators. We was working with the Cott County Sheriff's Department, and we had traced this predator for it was like 3 or 4 days prior. The day of the bust was on the 15th. The film crew had met me, and earlier that day we went over and we got some breakfast and went out toward, I think we went maybe toward Gatlinburg, and I was on the phone with Detective Whitmer from the Cott County Sheriff's Department. Tina was the decoy, and she was on the phone with or texting the predator at the park. We didn't know anything about it, but we was getting other bites. There was like 6 predators at that one day that were at that park, or a mile from that park, that was hitting on it. But we had already engaged with the sheriff's department on that one predator, which was Tim Jones. And then when it come time, Michael Whitmer, Detective Whitmer, he had said, "Go ahead and go get him. We're running late behind. Go ahead and live stream it." So where they messed up is the Cott County Sheriff's Department didn't let the city police know what was happening. So
Oh,
when we got there, we didn't know it was a championship baseball game. So all these other communities and all these other, these other cities was there at that park having a championship baseball game. They were so many kids. Oh my God. And here this predator is walking around the area. He walked he walked for 6.5 hours. He had blisters on his feet because he was waiting on this little boy that he thought that was 13 or 14 years old to take him down to the riverbank and, like the chat log said, do things with him.
right.
He had blisters on his feet, like he had rubbed his feet raw walking back and forth. So
Oh my gosh, did you guys get him?
yeah, we got him. But what happened is the city police showed up. And the city police wouldn't, the Cotton County Sheriff's Department didn't know about the city would show up before they got there. So the city beat them because they was also security or something at the baseball game. The city police was the security. So they'd already been there. They already had known of it and they's already there. So Cotton County hadn't let them know what was going on. So they go ahead and after it's over, we're on live on Facebook and we thought, a few hundred views. We hit 25,000 views right there in the first 15 or 20 minutes. So everybody started grabbing it. Then I kept looking at the Facebook Live and it was shared 859 times. Everybody was sharing it. So I was like, oh my God. So that's what happened. And it was real big. And so the city police, everybody was calling the city police. Well, the sheriff's department was telling them, we're aware of this. We're aware of this. They're on their way. So what happened is they went and interviewed him and pretty much found out that, because he told everywhere he lived at, he had told that he had been the person that watches over the babies, watching over other people's kids. Then that was a big nightmare. That was a big alarm right there. He had lived in them apartments. So the city police went and picked him up and took him downtown. They beat Cotton County Sheriff's Department to him. And then, of course, where they had already got involved in it, that kind of destroyed that whole bust right there. And then their DA wouldn't press the charges because Tennessee law says working with vigilantes, however way you want to say it, it's illegal. It's illegal. You can't do that. It has to be all the sheriff's department doing it. But then again, Homeland Security, we thought we was going to get that by because Homeland was on our side with it. So it was a big mess up. So that's what happened. But that was on the 15th. Now, going back to another phone call, like she lied here, Candace pretty much lied to Murray here on this whole deal. But she did us the same way. She was on the phone with somebody. I don't know who it was, but she was like, who come and got him? They was painting or something. There was a ladder there. And she said, who got Don? Who got Don? He's been arrested. He was arrested or something like that. Who took him? She said, Predator Hunter Nation. And then she started saying my name. And then she said, storm the Capitol. You remember that now, PG?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was in January 6th.
Right.
Because I was in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. We led our Patriot group up there. That was real big too. That got the FBI called on me. And I was questioned by the FBI, the Department of Homeland. It was wild. But yeah, she did that again. And that's what I'm trying to find. If I could find that video, that shows so much because we hadn't even got in that. It wasn't later on till Cher. I'd got up with some people to talk to Don. I was talking to one of our directors. His mommy went to school with Don's what it was. And she's like, she got a hold of Don. Yeah, we'll do the interview. Don was wanting to do the interview. So we had all of Predator Hunter Nation going over to there. And then we stopped over there to the racetrack because we had been led to believe that because we didn't know nothing about it. So that was our fault really, because we jumped into it without looking into it. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know where where the players was, who was, what was going. We just had a file in our hand, had a map, had blueprints everywhere. And they said that the police had said this. And that's how we actually got pulled into the Summer Wells case. So Cher sees it. She cancels the interview. And then we're going all the way over. And then that's when I said, I'll take the Hummer and drive it plumb through Ben Hill Road up through their house and grab Don and drag him out the door. That's when Don started really, really looking into me. And you could tell he seen that I was the kind of guy that I don't care. When it comes to being a predator, I'll get you or whatever I have to do at that time. So that's where all that started. And that's how we got into it. That's how we actually got into it on that. But yeah, I'm sorry about taking your time, PG, but I thought that's memory lane right there.
Right. Well, like you said, it all ties in. It all ties in because she was doing you guys the same way she was doing Mary, the same way that they was, basically have been, strategizing themselves from, from day one till now. I mean, everybody they come across, they seem to cross, right? They seem to cross them.
Well, you see how she's doing this on this. She's choking herself and just like literally like crying and fake crying. But if you watch that when she's on the phone with me and she's at that ground at that pond, when we think that she's talking about moving the body or whatever that is, and she's gagging, that's real. You could tell that's real. She's and crying and sobbing. It's a difference. Like she's tore up there, then you go up to here, she's faking right now. You could tell she's faking it and everything. But when you see what's real is when she's actually on the ground, digging and looking, and she's like, and here's something else too. It really got me. She says, there's a few things if you play that video, and somebody was showing me that today, and I was listening to it. She says a lot of things, and it sounds like it says, my daughter is in the ground. I tried to slow that down. I have amplified that sound, but you know how Candace talks, how she was gagging at the same time. But then again, it looks like she said, look at her. She might look at where she's at or something like that. There's a couple different things she says, and it really got my attention. It was grabbing my attention like, whoa. I never heard that before until I started, really looking into it and started slowing it down. And I think it might have been on your show that the clip come from, and they were showing me.
Oh yeah. I was playing that clip last night, and you know what it sounded like she said? My daughter's in the ground. Did you hear that?
Yes, 100%.
Did you hear that? Oh my gosh. I didn't ever hear that before.
Or something like she's in the ground. It was something in the ground. I made out the part in the ground.
I swear it sounded like she said, my daughter's in the ground.
Yeah,
that's what it sounded like she said. Yeah. It was like, what?
After this is over here, when you get done with this, if we get time, could you play that part back so I could hear it while I'm up here?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to hear that because I heard it and I was like, well, it's the second thing. I want to hear it. I know you got a real good clip of it. And it's good sound and I want to kind of examine that because that was crazy. That was really, really crazy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anyway, this phone call here that she did with Mary, I found it very interesting that the money that the person that saw the receipt, $87,000, and then she picks the number 80 grand with Mary only 2 weeks, like 2 months into summer missing. Mary said that was in August, so it would have been, June. And a lot of people, there's a lot of people on Summer's case right at the beginning, but not as many that was coming in July and August. So I would say, because I know that it took Dawn. Until like August, the first part of September, to get the new phones. He wasn't able to even go and get new phones until after and the computer, and they got a new computer, and this is all after that phone call with Mary. So I don't think that kind of money would have came in. $80,000. I don't think that kind of money would have came in that in that short length of time. What do you think of that, Ernie?
Well, again, it kind of, I mean, you're saying it yourself. I mean, it's kind of tying it into some dirty deeds, like, and you know what had just happened prior, with their daughter missing. So, I mean, you know,
It sounds to me like because you could tell Summer was real sick. You could tell she was real sick. There, at the end, she was like bent over, and there's a video of her playing. They were, like just a couple of days before she went missing.
it's her movement. They're very rare. Her movements and everything. You could tell she's like not
Right.
well.
She was really
Yeah, I
bad
saw
off.
that.
And I'm wondering, did whatever happened, did they get a payoff? Did someone, did they like get a payoff, to do what needed to be done? Did they get a payoff? I mean, in my opinion, they had been up there, trafficking children, and that's my opinion.
Here's
But
the thing. We're not. Go ahead.
here's my thing. Now, Don came out. Did you hear where he said his boss, where he basically said his boss, called him up and wanted to know why they had sold a video for $5,000?
I heard, yes, yes. That was like that when that came out. I was like, this is typical child predator. This right here is typical child predator maneuvers and what they're doing. It's typical. This is like protocol for child predators because there has to be videos, cameras,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then notice the camera was missing also.
Right. And do you remember the pictures I sent you where there was a man in that basement standing, and it
Yes.
looked like some weird shit was going on
Mhm.
in that basement?
And it showed Summer laying in the I
Oh yeah,
remember.
exactly. And it's definitely a man. You could tell it was definitely a pretty good sized man standing there, because he was taller than the bunk beds, which Candace isn't. And if you look at the video where she's in the basement with Chris, you could tell that she's shorter. So this had to be a pretty big man.
Yeah,
to be-
Candace is very short. Candace is,
Right.
she's shorter than me.
To
And
be towering over. Even Chris wasn't towering over that bed the way this man was when they were in the basement videoing. So that's something that that I observed, and this man had a lot of tattoos on his arm as well. My thing is I think they were doing something to that effect, and I think something went wrong.
well,
Do
it's like,
do you
go
think
ahead.
they got a payoff? Do you think that
Well, they could be.
That's
See, that's
fine.
what I'm saying too. Like, there's so much in with this that has to do with money, pictures, videos, and it's typical. To be honest with you, it's typical child trafficking. It's what it is. It's the way child predators work. It's the way they do this because they make money off these children any way they can.
absolutely?
They dehumanize these children, and that's what they
And
have to do to you.
and you could tell at the burn barrels, you could tell, the for sale barrel that they had, Summer dancing around. You could tell she was being instructed. She was
Do
being
you
instructed.
remember? Do you remember when I put that out there about how it was raining and I told the codes, the signs, and symbols of all that with the barrel, what it
Absolutely.
meant, the
But-
water, the running water, all that. Her in that little white dress means ready, or means available. I was talking about like all the codes and the symbols of it. See, white is pure. It don't matter where you're at in this world. The code for white is pure. It's the same way. It's showing that she's pure. She's a pure. The red means ready. the for sale is the go ahead. That right there is all that. And the water running, where if it was just still water, it ain't that it ain't nothing. But where it's dropping, it's raining. So
Right.
you know, I was telling everybody what that means and what that is.
Well,
Um,
the thing that I observed about that particular video is when she was looking for instruction. Somebody was instructing her,
exactly.
to walk away, to come
Uh-huh.
forward, to
Mhm.
go the other, so that they could get all sides of her for a reason. For a
And so
reason.
they can look at her mannerisms and the way she does, the way she walks, everything, because that video is going somewhere else. It might have went to. And here's the thing: you have to look at the Zoolander family. Do you remember those people in Georgia? One of them worked for the government. They adopted two little boys. And they went through Facebook, and they was putting videos much like that, and that's how. And it was kept
Oh,
so
yeah,
tight under
absolutely.
wraps. But those little boys had been molested 300 or 400 times. When it came out, it was pedophile rings upon pedophile rings on that messenger, and where they had other social media accounts and stuff, and that's where they was doing it. But they was using Facebook, and that's one reason the crackdown happened in Facebook.
Right, right. They were essaying those children. They were essaying them. And, you know, Jinkies came out and told the deep, dark secret that Candace told her. She said, I'm afraid that they're going to come and arrest me and Donald because we were charged with essaying, you know. And I guess she was, explaining to Jinkies that's why they signed the kids over to Child Protective
Yep.
Services.
Yep.
Because, and in order for Child Protective Services to charge them with that, that must have been what some of the boys were telling and saying, or else, they wouldn't have had, legal ground to charge them with that. I mean, they had to have some solid evidence from one of those kids.
Well,
Or
see, here's something they don't know. Tennessee. Okay, so when you look at it, you have to look at the statutes of limitations, the statutes of how long it is, what it is. Tennessee don't have statutes like that. So maybe they was waiting till this investigation's over, and they'll bring that out as well, because that can go on forever. Because there's been people that's over age, and they still go back and charge their these people and stuff with that, and they'll be over age, and they still go back and get them.
Right, right. Well, I'll tell you another thing. A lot of times they don't want to put the kids through, through all the proceedings and everything. So they'll say, sign the kids over and to avoid prosecution. And I believe that's exactly what Candace and Don did. And this is why I believe that this trafficking was a lot bigger group than just, the Wells children. I think that it was a bigger group because right after Don and Candace loses, all of their kids and everything, they go and they take Marlena Crawford's daughter.
Mhm.
And they remove that child on essaying as well. And then they went to Allison's mother, Hunter's grandmother's, and took all of those kids who were hanging up on the hill, and there was pictures of. And they also went to Allison's house and took her children out as well. And, and Allison lost her children that was up on the hill, and pictures had been, there was exposure on, pictures and so forth. And I hear that, and that they didn't stop there. There was a few more that they removed that had been up on the hill as well. So it sounds to me like they knew there was this trafficking thing going on, and made their rounding up all of these kids, and the parents are given away to avoid the prosecution type thing, and they kind of kept it under the wraps. And because all these kids are underage, that didn't come out. That didn't come out into the media. That didn't come out, to where we all knew about it, it until now, when we're hearing, some of the secrets, the dark secrets is getting told in corners, behind the scenes.
Right, exactly. So you do know that in Tennessee, and this where it would be tried at would be Tennessee, that even if you give photos of a minor who's, it don't matter if they're not even if they're not even sexual in nature, and you give photos to a predator and it's found, you can still be charged. You can still be charged with that. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, the statute of limitation on minors will not run out until, until after the kids are grown, and then they got so many years after they're grown. If Tennessee hasn't adopted the statute that doesn't ever run out on it now. Some states do. Utah, the statute don't run out anymore. It's like, if you unlive somebody, it doesn't run out. A lot of states, adapted to that. And so what was under the old statute is still under the old statute. And that's why Don wanted to talk about the sisters, because he knew he couldn't get in no trouble, because what he did was under the old statute. And but he researched it and made damn sure it was under the old statute before he wanted to use it to take the focus off of Summer and what could have really put him in prison, right?
Yes, exactly. PG, I'm gonna drop down and I'll come right back up. I've got something I got to deal with. Okay.
All right.
I'll come back. Thank you.
But yeah, a lot going on in this case. Absolutely a lot going on in this case. I'm wondering, I just feel that 80 grand and 80 grand, 80 and 80, it's telling me that, someone might have did a payoff. Somebody may have done a hush payoff. Whoever was responsible for, Summer being bent over like that and going downhill real quick. It sounds like they may have did a payoff. I don't know. That's just my opinion, with Candace stating this sum of money, and then somebody seeing a receipt that was, that sum of money plus more. That's just my opinion. Now, I wanted to also cover what's going on right now. As for Fred Hill's uncle, this is his real uncle. This is a picture of Fred Hill's real uncle. This is the one that is affiliated with Van Hill Road. Van Hill Road, this is him right there. This is Paul Hill. This is Paul Hill, the one on Van Hill Road, the one that, supposedly they may have been going in on, and, and where the tips may have come from. I don't know where the tips came from, because that hasn't been released yet. But I also wanted to show you guys something. Now, I took note that this article here, talked about, how they're searching up there. And on the 13th, the agents, they went into the 3500 block of Van Hill Road, Greensville, and roughly about 15 minutes away from the Wells house. They started searching. And I took note that that this particular article was, you know, um, officials have not revealed the tip, you know, of who was involved or how they came of the tip, but it does say here, ongoing and far over. The area search is heavy wooded, isolated, and surrounded by old vehicles and construction equipment, raising questions about what may have brought investigators here. What may have brought investigators here. So, I was thinking to myself, well, that isn't, that is, you know, that isn't a house that got, you know, law enforcement went into and, you know, and did, you know, a search of or whatever. This is an isolated area. So I went back and I started, you know, doing some digging about this particular area. If we remember right, there was people talking about Candace and Donald coming out of a heavy wooded area, you know, not far from the house. They couldn't understand if she had to go to the potty, why she couldn't hold it another few minutes to get to the house because it wasn't that far away. I'm wondering if this is the area that, you know, that particular area they were talking about. And they said this happened, you know, right after law enforcement left the hill. It was like, I think they left the hill like in a couple weeks. In a couple weeks, they, you know, slowed down. And finally, there was a police officer, law enforcement stationed, a sheriff stationed up there 24/7 for about the first week and a half, 2 weeks. And it was just about the time all the law enforcement was starting to clear out of there and lighten up on the searching a little bit that Don and Candace, you know, Don was already in the car, parked on the side of the road, and Candace was coming out of this heavy wooded area. I was wondering if it's a possibility that could have been the area that this all, you know, took place in. Also, and right here is 3500 block. Right there. And, you know, I found it awful suspicious that they found all of this on the 13th, and Fred Hill hears it on the scanner. Don Wells is calling Fred the very next day. The very next day, Don Wells is making a phone call to Fred, right? Wanting to talk about something. You know, he wasn't willing to text. He could have texted Fred, right? He could have texted him, but it was so, you know, it was so secretive that he didn't want it in text. He wanted it, you know, one-on-one talking. And, you know, and I think Fred had an idea of what Don wanted to talk about. He was just on his way to the store with Ziggy, and he had no way of breaking free and talking somewhere else, you know, out the earshot of everyone. So he didn't answer at that particular time, right? He didn't answer at that particular time. But I do feel there's something up with Fred and Donald. Now, here, this is the 3500 block. If you want to, you could do the same thing I did. You can look it up, take the little man, drop the little man down exactly where the 3500 block is, drop the little man to the road. This is what you're going to find right here. And as you can see back, right there's the pond. That's the fishing hole right there. That's where Candace likes to fish. And that right there is where some type of construction's going on. Do you see it back in there? Right where the other arrow's pointing? Can you see where there's a bunch of lumber, a bunch of new lumber, and something's going on there? There's some kind of construction going on back here. And you can tell is, you know, that it's on its way. It's on its way. So what I'm thinking is someone who started this must have come back to finish it up. They must have come back to finish it up and possibly found something. Possibly found something. You know, I'm not going to spill the beans. I'm not going to spill no beans of something being found or not. I'm not going to spill no beans. They're not my beans to spill. So, I'm not going to spill those beans. But word is, Candace is probably going to get arrested. That's what I'm hearing. I heard she's going to be the first. Right here, see? 3500 block is off the road. It's off the road where that, in the area of where she likes to fish. It's in the area where you heard her going, right? Something's fucking up here. Something is up in this area, you guys. Yeah, she's probably, more than likely, she's probably going to be going to prison. She's probably going to be going to prison. It might have been the last move. It might have been, you know, so traumatic and so bad that, you know, that she couldn't do it again. And it got found. That's what I'm thinking. You know? Oh, I believe it when I see it too. I'll believe it when I see it, but I think it's coming. I really do think it is coming. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I heard some stuff. You guys. So I don't know. Very, very, you know, very reliable people telling me some things. So I don't know. You know, they're very close to all of this. So I don't know. We'll see. But as you can see back there, you see where this construction had been started back here, right by this, right there next to that swimming where she would be fishing. Right there it is. So, and it's off the road and it's back in there, you know, and right here it is, as you can see back in there. And this is right next to the pond, the fishing pond, right here. So from what I'm understanding, this right here is where they're going back into and searching, looking for whatever they're looking for. And it's right down the road from this, just right a little ways down the road from all of this. I mean, like, just a couple minutes from it. This house is straight across the street. It's straight across the street from this right here. If you're on one side, this is on one side. And this particular home, now I don't know if it's Fred's uncle's home or not. But this is, you know, there's a couple other homes down through there also. But there's this one as well. And I'm not sure if this is the one that they went to or not. They're not really giving out the address of the home that they, you know, that law enforcement invaded. So I have no idea. But I was wanting, and there's Candace sitting out in the wooded area, looking all sloth, right? Looking all sloth right there. I did want to bring up Brianna Tessner. I wanted to bring up Brianna because she was affiliated with this area. She was affiliated with some different families. One family she was hanging with very, very much for a time. She was hanging pretty good with them because so does anyone remember at the first of all this, someone was saying something to the effect that they saw Candace and Donnie coming from that area. Yes, yeah, I was just talking about that. Because the person who said that, Mary, had made mention. They had made mention that, if she needed to go to the restroom, the house was just a few minutes away. It was just right down the road, right? Just right down the road. They couldn't understand why she'd want to, and she didn't get out. Allison confirmed that Candace does not get out of the vehicle to go potty. She does that on a pillow inside the vehicle. She will not get out to go potty in the woods. Why was she out of the car? Why was she out into a heavy wooded area, coming out in the middle of the night? So, I don't know. I don't know. No, Grandis left the hill because she was afraid of law enforcement. Matter of fact, when she had messed up and told some stuff about her taking a nap, and she didn't tell law enforcement. She never told law enforcement she was taking a nap. And law enforcement called her back. They called her back into Tennessee because she was putting out some stuff. And Don had told me that Grandis had told some stuff, and I contacted law enforcement as well, and TBI, and I had told them what all this stuff that he had told me, and they got a hold of Grandis and told her that she had to come back into Tennessee. And that's when she came back and had to talk to him and everything. And then she did that interview. She was really pissed off, and she did that interview and everything. She got herself in a pickle, and then she immediately hauled ass again. She said, law enforcement knows where I'm at. They got my number. If they have any questions, I'm going to tell you something. A grandmother ain't going to sit on, grandmother isn't going to sit on the news and say, law enforcement has my number and they know how to reach me. And no, a grandmother is going to sit on the news and say, law enforcement needs to get off their backside. They need to do something and solve my granddaughter's case. And I'm going to be their best damn friend in their shadow until they do. I'm going to be down there. I'm going to be talking to them. I'm going to be bringing them donuts and coffee. I'm going to be their best damn friend until my granddaughter's found. Right? I'm going to be their shadow, one that they're not going to be able to get rid of. And if anything happens, then they're going to, they're going to feel my ghost. They're going to feel my damn ghost until they solve my grandchild's case. Right? Meaning that you're going to haunt them up even if you're not here no more, because they need to be doing something to find this child and solve the case and give everybody some closure and the baby a place to rest, a proper resting place. That's their damn job. That's what they get paid for, and that's what they need to be doing. And a normal grandmother would be saying it, not afraid or dodging it. But Grandis is dodging it, right? She's dodging it And she's dodging it for a reason. She's dodging it because she already knows what happened, in my opinion. That's my opinion. She knows exactly what the fuck happened. And she's scared. She's scared that ass is going to go to prison because she was an accomplice to it all. And she's running like hell. Now, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. And I bet you if this case gets solved, it's going to be the truth. It's going to be the damn truth. And ain't that a fucking shame? Ain't that a shame? That a mother freaking grandmother was right there and didn't protect this beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. I'm going to tell you, it'd be a cold day in hell. A cold day in hell. Before I'd stand there and allow someone to do anything evil to one of my grandchildren. A cold day in hell. If my grandchild wasn't looking right and needed to go to a hospital, I'm going to call 911 and I'm going to have them show the fuck up unexpectedly, and I'm going to explain to them. I'm going to explain everything to them, and I'm going to get my grandchild the help that my grandchild needs. And I'm going to tell law enforcement, you take that bitch ass mom to jail. I don't care if she's my daughter or not. I don't care if it's my son or not. You take their bitch ass to jail. I'm riding to the hospital with this baby, and I'm going to make sure it's okay. And I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to take care of it the way it needs to be taken care of, the way them sick bastards didn't, right? But they should have. And that's what a grandmother does. That's what a grandmother does. This woman wasn't no grandmother. She was a psychotic, evil piece of mother freaking shit, a twisted-minded old biddy. That was just as sick and just as evil and just as gross as Dawn and Candace, in my opinion. And I'll keep it. I'll keep it. But this girl, Bree, let me tell you about Bree. She was staying at this place in that area. There was a little girl there about Summer's age. She knew about what was going on with these children. She took that little girl and left with her. She ran off with this little girl, went to this little girl's grandparents' house and got help and told the grandparents everything. She told them everything's going on. She told them to please protect this little girl from these monsters, to please protect her. Law enforcement gets this Bree and takes her in. They take her in, and the court system, the grandparents went in on Bree's behalf. The court system went in on Bree's behalf and told the court that she was, that she was saving this little girl from all of this tragedy. And the court system refused to put Bree in jail. But law enforcement wanted her in jail. Law enforcement arrested her. Law enforcement didn't care if she was helping that child. They didn't want to hear about these parents. They was concerned with her and what she did. And they wanted her to be in jail. And the court system said, oh, hell no. We're not going to put this girl in jail that was helping a child. What the hell is wrong with you? But we got to ask ourselves, why was law enforcement wanting this girl put in jail? Why was they trying to put someone in jail that was doing righteous in the sight of God and in the sight of the law? Why would they want to lock her up? Why didn't they go get the parents and lock them up? Why didn't they go get the parents for the reason that this girl ran off with the child to save it and put them in prison? What the hell's going on down there with this law enforcement's my question, right? Something ain't right there. Something ain't right, you guys. Just saying. And I'm going to tell you, if anyone else was out here doing what Don and Candace is doing, the way they've been playing their games, the way they've been telling where the kid ain't, and you automatically know, well, if you tell us where she isn't, you have to know where she is. That's enough to take you in and arrest you on suspicion of, doing something to the child. But they didn't do it. They flunked the damn lie detectors test miserably, right? They flunked them tests, something fierce. They haven't cooperated with law enforcement. They haven't looked for their child. They haven't done, they've been playing game after game. And then they play a video of how they sold a tape for $5,000 of their boss doing horrible things. So they're admitting that they're trafficking, and they still haven't been arrested. They still haven't been put in jail. And any fucking body else would have done, honey, you wouldn't have been in jail. You'd have been under it, right? You'd have been under it. But they're still running free. How the hell does that work? How does that work? How does it work that these people are free when the normal citizen out there would have been in prison? I don't know. How is Ronnie Lawson's son free, and Don Sherfy's son is in prison for 20 years? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Just saying. Paul Hill, there's no right now, if you run Paul Hill, there's no record coming up on him. There's no Paul Hill on Van Hill Road. There's been no arrest made on him. And sometimes it takes a few days for all the paperwork to go through and everything to come out, the paperwork, to show up. So we just have to keep keep on keeping on to see if, next week we'll have to, check next week to see if, he was taken into custody. If he's been booked on any charges or anything like that, over the past week. But I did want to bring that out because they want to put a young girl in jail that wants to help kids like Summer. And they want to leave the people who are using and abusing and destroying children like Summer. They want to protect and leave out in society. Why? What is going on here? What's going on here? I don't know. Don't make no sense to me. Exactly. I don't know, Brenda. I can't answer that. I've been, I've had this case under observation for 4.5 years. And I cannot explain, all the weird phenomenons that's going on in all of this. I can't explain it. There's so much in Summer's case that just don't make no fucking sense. It just don't make no sense. It's like you're waiting. It's like you're waiting for somebody to come out from behind the curtains and announce that we've been on some fucking TV reality show, right? Some fake TV reality show where everything was made up, everybody's players, in this case. And to be honest with you, I probably would fucking believe it. I probably would believe it because I ain't ever seen anything like this, right? It's like this little girl didn't exist. It's like she didn't exist. And all the people who's supposed to care isn't caring. And all the people out here are the ones caring, right? Which don't make no sense. I mean, society, we the people, we society are the ones that are supposed to, be living and let live, right? We're supposed to be the ones living and let live. These people are the ones that's supposed to be caring about their community. They're the ones that's supposed to be, giving a damn about this little girl. That community was the ones that seen this little girl every day. Her parents were supposed to be caring. Her community, the people around there that knew her and seen her all the time, they're supposed to be caring. All of these people surrounding this child was the ones that church she went to, supposed to be caring. But it seems like none of them care. And all of us, society, the ones that's supposed to live and let live, are the ones giving a damn, right? I don't know. Yeah, they did nothing. They did absolutely nothing for this little girl. Day Day's her lawyer. Is Day Day her lawyer? Yeah, right. But I'm going to tell you something I find very strange also in all of this. Don calls Fred. This all goes down the 13th. Don's calling Fred on the 14th. Like Hunter called Candace. They were texting, then he called her because they don't want, they don't want no texts. They don't want law enforcement getting no texts. So they make phone calls. And he's calling Fred on the 14th. This all happens on the 13th. And then, right before that, he's supposed to take a lie detector's test that he fucking knew he wasn't taking. I think that, in my opinion, put a 1 in the chat if it's your opinion as well. But in my opinion, Ziggy, Fred, and the house owl over there, Cher, were all in cahoots. I think they were all in cahoots to get a money grab. I think all of them were in cahoots to get that money grab. And they split it. I really believe they split whatever came in, they split it. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. But I bet you 10 to 1, every last one of them mother freakers um, were in on it and split that money. And it was a bullshit. It was pure bullshit. Absolutely. And I called it. Matter of fact, I did a live on it. I called it out the second I heard about it right here. So now the blame game starts when they all three knew what they did. I called it out, baby. I called it out. And then he wants to talk bad about Summer and a gold sofa. He said he saw pictures. Of Summer on this gold sofa, right? Some very, very not good pictures. I mean, he used the real words like it didn't mean nothing, didn't he? He used it, you know, the NA, I don't need to spell the rest, word like it was another day. Talking about this 5-year-old child. Talking about a 5-year-old child. Like it was just another day. I was like, what? Yeah. Yeah. How did you all feel about that? How did you feel about that? I can tell you how I felt. I felt like this son of a bitch right here is sick as the rest of them son of a bitches up there on Ben Hill Road. That's how I felt. And I felt that way for a long time. I felt that way when he was running his mouth about Jody Sue's son in the pool. I got a bad freaking feeling about him a long time ago. Right? I bet he did see the pictures. He probably took them. I wouldn't doubt it. And I've always thought that he was the one that was behind Summer getting her head shaved so bad like that. I always thought he was. And I bet you 10 to 1 I'm probably right. There's sweet little Summer. There's the beautiful little girl that he had no problem talking very vulgar about when it came to that gold sofa. Said he saw pictures of it too. We didn't ever see those pictures, did we? We ain't ever seen those pictures. I ain't never seen them. That's for damn sure. I ain't seen them. And I'm going to tell you, don't you guys find it funny? Don't you find it funny that this man's mother passes away 1 month before he gets out of jail? 1 month before he gets out of jail, she just mysteriously dies, right? Just mysteriously passes away. You know, after he told her if something happened to him, he needed her to know that he had saw Summer in a box at Fred's place. 1 month later, he gets out of jail. After his mother passes away, he gets out of jail. He goes to Fred's house. Nobody knows why, but he goes to Fred's house. Did Fred call him? You know, what made him go to Fred's house? We don't know. But he shows up at Fred's house with a bunch of money, a whole bunch of cigarettes. Him and Fred have an altercation, a talk about Summer. They have some kind of talk about Summer. Fred tells Laura. Laura says, "What are you talking about? Summer?" He said, "Yeah." She said, "What was she saying?" He said, "You don't need to know. I'm protecting you. I'm protecting you, Laura." Well, if he's protecting Laura, then they got to be the guilty ones, not this man. Cotton ain't the guilty one. If he's, if Fred's protecting Laura, And Cotton ain't the guilty one. Fred is. But that was the same exact day that they follow. Fred Hill and a buddy of his follows Cotton Simpson, and Cotton Simpson ends up unalived. He's found the next morning by some joggers. He's found the next morning unalived. His cigarette's gone. His money's gone. And a couple people who knew Cotton, who actually seen Cotton that day, saw the cigarettes. They went up to Fred's and their house around a week later, and here they see them smoking Cotton's brand of cigarettes. They see Laura and Fred smoking the very cigarettes that they had seen at the gas station in Cotton's vehicle. You tell me. You tell me. How did Fred get his cigarettes? I don't know. Fred also says, he throws Andy under the bus. He said Andy was up there that day. That he couldn't haul no cars. He couldn't haul anything. He couldn't haul nothing because Andy was up there meeting up with everybody and his sister, right? Andy was meeting up with trucks, and he was meeting up with cars, and he was meeting up with all these people. He had the whole road blocked off from 3 o'clock, from around 3 o'clock all the way up until Summer went missing, I guess. Fred just couldn't get out of there because Andy was, had a whole lot of shit going on. That's bullshit. Andy wasn't even up there. Don Wells wasn't on Ben Hill Road because Don Wells was busy hiding that ass at work. Don knew what was going down June 15, 2021. And he was hiding that ass at work. He got up and got the hell out of there early and ran to that job site, and he stayed there the whole day because he done fired his coworker to blame it on. And he was hiding, making sure he got a lot of alibis. Starlink, his phone, his boss, his coworkers. Man, Don Wells, that mother freaker was, he was standing there with a mother freaking yearbook saying, hey, everybody sign it so law enforcement will know where the hell I was while all of this shit goes down. Right? He was hiding that ass. And Andy was at work hiding that ass too. He took Jody Sue's car with GPS and his phone. He was just like Don Wells. He was hiding that ass, making sure he had alibis. He was talking to everybody he could, including his girlfriend, his new girlfriend. He had a bunch of witnesses. Fred said, I was hauling cars, and I think she put the kid in a septic tank. I think she brought that kid down here and put her in a septic tank while I was hauling cars. Remember that? Put a one in the chat if you remember Fred saying, I think she came down here and put that kid in a septic tank while me and Laura was hauling cars that day. We didn't even know anything happened till we was coming back in. We went to the crusher, and then we got our money. We went and got some things we needed, and we was coming back into Ben Hill Road when we found out that Summer was missing. Right? That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he was saying. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad to see you all agree because you know what? I heard it too. I heard it too. You know, it's exactly what old Freddie boy said, right? Oh, yeah. Don's dad said it too. Don's dad said it. Don told him that he might be in there. Yeah, he tried to say they was going to blame him. That's right. That's right. That's true. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, you guys. But then, here we go. Here we go. Boom. Fred says it's a possibility that Summer was even put in one of the cars that he took to the crusher that day. Right? Put it too in the chat. If you remember him saying that she may have been in one of the cars that he hauled to the crusher that day. He was hauling cars to the crusher that day. And he thought when they got back into Ben Hill Road, they may have put her in one of the cars that he came back, got, and took to the, the last run that he did. The last run that him and Laura had done. She might have been in one of the cars, he said. Right? Yeah. Sure did. Absolutely. He said it. I remember. Yeah. And get this. And get this. Let me see. Did you speak to Fred or see Fred or go to his house or he come to your house on June the 15th?
No, I went to his house.
On June 15th?
Yeah, and many days after that, wanting answers. Yes, I did.
What was you wanting answers to? I mean, do you care to elaborate on it?
Where's Summer? Where's my daughter? You're the only motherfucker up in here selling fucking dope, and I know some dopehead up in here fucking probably took my daughter. You need to fucking come clean. You need to fucking tell law enforcement who. I need a list of people of everybody you deal with, dude. Why law enforcement didn't do that, I don't know. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I'm not trying to speak bad against law enforcement. I was freaking out. You damn right I went up there. Yeah, I was going to kick his fucking door in. You damn right. I was going to do anything I could to find my daughter. You damn right. I've been there and many other places ready to kick people's door in. It's a wonder I didn't get shot or killed or.
Right.
People think I didn't do anything. Shit.
What did Fred say? What was Fred's response to you?
No, man. Backing up and answering every question I had because I was dead serious. I wasn't playing.
And Fred said none of that shit happened. Fred said none of that shit happened. And I believe that. I believe that. Because I know that when Don came in to Ben Hill Road and he saw the police officers already there, he didn't expect them to be there yet. And when he saw them, his ass went down to the bottom of the property because his hands were shaking, his knees were knocking, his teeth were chattering. He had to pull his shit together because it just got real. To plan something is one thing. To plan something is one thing. Once this carried out is another. Right? Once you carry it out, it's real. That's when it gets real. And shit starts, and shit starts happening, your adrenaline gets going. Your adrenaline gets going then because the shit's real now. And his adrenaline got going. And he had to go and calm the hell down before he could face anybody. That's why he went to the bottom of that property, was to pull his shit together. And then he wanted to get away from law enforcement. Why? Because same reason every guilty person wants to get away from law enforcement, because you think they can read your fucking mind. It's like they're not looking at you, they're looking through you. And he wanted to get the hell away from that. Because he was already, he know the truth. And he was getting paranoid that they knew it too. And he hauled that ass down at the end of Fred's, parked his vehicle, and hung at Fred's the whole fucking evening while Candace was hiding in the house. And law enforcement was out there all by themselves because they had two guilty motherfucking parents that were hiding that ass because they were guilty. That's my opinion. I will keep it. Because I'm going to tell you now, if your ass ain't guilty, if your child really is missing and your ass ain't guilty of nothing, you're going to have your ass all over law enforcement. You're going to be out there. You're going to be talking. You ain't going to give a damn. You ain't going to feel like anybody's interrogating your ass because you done nothing wrong to be interrogated. You done nothing. So you ain't going to feel interrogated. You're going to feel like you're answering all these questions to help your child get found ASAP. They were feeling interrogated. And the only reason you feel interrogated is if you're guilty as hell. Yeah. So, in my opinion, they was guilty. That's my opinion. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I agree. I agree. I agree.
He did say that. I said, would it have been possible? Like, could somebody have done that without you knowing? And he did say yes. So I do remember that.
Listen to this.
Had a body in it. I remember what I asked him, because if something like that happened and he did tow out something that had a body in it, he would not have been aware of it. It would have had to have been that. I did ask him if he thinks there's a chance that Candace or somebody stashed Summer in one of the vehicles that he was towing out that day. He did say that. I said, would it have been possible? Like, could somebody have done that without you knowing? And he did say yes.
I asked him if it was possible that somebody could have put Summer in one of the vehicles he was towing out that day. And he said yes. And he said yes. But he says he wasn't towing vehicles because of Andy. He said he was towing motorcycles. He says Andy was there from 3 o'clock on, making it so he couldn't get out of Ben Hill. But then he says he came back into Ben Hill at 4:15 to get his trailer to haul a motorcycle. And no one was there. Nobody was there. He tried to lie and move Chad Arnold meeting up with Candace at 4:30 to 5:30. And that's bullshit. Chad Arnold was at Fred's house at 4:30 meeting up with Candace. And I believe that Ziggy and Fred was there. I believe they were there. When Chad came in meeting up with Candace, I believe that Laura and Fred was there. And I believe that Cotton Simpson was there too. And I think Cotton seen Summer in that box. I think Cotton Simpson knew what happened to Summer. I think he was a weak link. You know, if you got a weak link in everything, sometimes you got to get rid of it, right? If there's a weak link, you got to remove that link, right? Cotton got removed. You know, it makes sense. Cotton was telling people. He was telling people what he saw. Can't have people telling what they saw. The reason these people did this because they don't want to go to prison. And you can't have somebody telling what they saw when everybody wants to stay the hell out of prison, right? You can't have a Cotton running around. It's just the way it is. You know, these ain't schoolboys. These are hardcore fucking criminals. Cotton was a weak link, right? And I believe he was there. I believe he did see it. I think Cotton did have, a lot of, didn't have a lot of smartigans. I don't think he had a lot of smartigans because, he was doing a lot of, stuff he shouldn't be doing. He was hooked on some really bad shit. But I think that he knew what he saw. And I think he, was afraid of what he saw. And I think, he was scared of these evil bastards after what he saw. And I think he was, and I think he knew that if they could do that to a 5-year-old innocent little girl, what the hell could they do to him? He had that much smartigans, right? He had that much smartigans going on. So he told his mama. And he told some other family members. Those other family members is what Fred and them wasn't banking on. They weren't banking on him telling other people. That was a shock. But you heard it right there out of Ziggy's mouth. Right here out of her own fucking mouth.
Oh, I remember what I asked him. Because if something like that happened and he did tow out something that had a body in it, he would not have been aware of it. It would have had to have been I did ask him if he thinks there's a chance that Candace or somebody stashed Summer in one of the vehicles that he was towing out that day. He did say that. I said, would it have been possible? Like, could somebody have done that without you knowing? And he did say yes.
So he was towing cars. So he lies. He's lying about the motorcycles. He's lying about all of this shit. He was supposed to be towing cars. Right there. Fred. Right there. You said yes. Somebody could have put Summer in the cars I was towing out of there that day. How could they put Summer in one of the cars you were towing out when you fucking wasn't towing nothing because Andy was on the road keeping you from doing nothing? Explain that. Go back and explain this stuff, Fred. Go back and explain why You keep making up so many different fucking lies about where you was and what you were doing on June 15th, 2021 between 3:15 and 6:30 when this little girl came up missing. Why don't you explain why yourself, along with Dawn and Candace and the rest of them, cannot explain exactly what the fuck y'all was doing during this time frame? Why do you all lie and have a bunch of different stories and act like you have mother freaking, you know, Alzheimer's when it comes to that particular day between 3:30 and 6:30? Explain that. You know where I think you was, Fred? I think you were right fucking there when Candace came down and met up. When Candace came down and met up with Chad Arnold, I think your ass was right there with Laura and Cotton Simpson. I think you know everything just like Jody Sue and Andy does. I think you've always knew everything that was going on that hill. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The amazing. All right. God bless. Buy a Pepsi. Thank you, PG. Hey, girl. I appreciate it. God bless. I really do. Yeah. They're lying. They're lying. That right there's the proof. Right there's the proof. Right out of Ziggy's mouth. Right out of Ziggy's mouth, the bitch, if, you know, oh, he's hauling motorcycles. You know, keeps going along with every story he tells. When she knows the original story was the hauling cars shit, right? And the septic tank and all of that. I'm going to tell you, everything points to Fred is guilty as fucking hell, too. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. It all points that he's as guilty as fucking Don, Candace, and the rest of them. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it. He's a big old piece of shit, and he's sitting in Ziggy's house around another child. Her child, right? Hey, PG's little girl. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. God bless. Much love. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's sitting in there. He's sitting in there around another child. I tell you what, I wouldn't open my door for any of them sinister son of a bitches. Right? I wouldn't open my door for none of them. They all fucking evil. They all fucking evil. You don't pull that kind of shit into your house. You don't pull motherfucking #1 suspects. Big fucking liars. People who cooked the shit this guy was cooking, taking, and distributing. You don't mess with these people. I'm going to tell you, a snake can shed his skin, but it's still a fucking snake, and all that dude did was shed his damn skin. He shed his skin from Tennessee to motherfucking Indiana, right? He's still a snake. He's still a fucking snake, and he's still lying like hell, and he's still trying to blow smoke up everybody's backside. Oh boy, he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Oh, absolutely, girl. Absolutely. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. Absolutely. I'll let you. I tell you now, I dealt with motherfuckers. I dealt with evil motherfuckers like this right here for years. For years. Trust me. For fucking years. I know how that evil operates. Those are some sinister son of a bitches. Those are some sinister motherfuckers right there. Trust and believe me. You can't trust them son of a bitches as far as you could throw them. And that's the truth. Oh yeah, they sure are, Gold Star. They sure are. And I'm sure, you know, I'm sure Freddie's sneaking some shit in. He's sneaking some shit in up there in Indiana too. Trust and believe he's doing something. He's doing something. Yeah. Ziggy is with Brad because she's hard up. Ziggy is one of those people stand outside the damn prison gate. Ziggy would pull Satan himself home. She pulled Satan himself home. Trust me. This bitch has no scruples. She has no scruples. She's motherfucking evil herself. She's evil. She's sitting around flipping fucking devil cards, right? She's sitting around flipping those devil cards. Like, you know, she might as well put a big old turban around her head, right? Put a big fucking turban around her head. Get a big fucking crystal ball, you know, sit like a fucking Indian. Well, she probably couldn't do that. She probably couldn't twist them fucking big old legs into the pretzel that you need to set, you know, for the crystal ball readings, right? I don't think her body would twist like that. But you know, she sits there and does all that weird stuff, you know. Oh, crystal ball. Let me see. What do I see? Oh, I see Freddie hauling cars today. No, it's motorcycles. Oh, one motorcycle. It don't look like he knows the guy. Oh, yeah, it's two motorcycles, and he knows the guy today. It's getting cloudy, you guys. It's getting cloudy. I don't know. We'll try again next week. You could pay me. You guys can pay me to try again next week. We could go over to my woo-woo channel. And I'll flip the cards. Looks to me like she flipped too many fucking pancakes. That's what it looks like. Looks like she flipped too many fucking pancakes. And I heard that they have to sit up all night to make sure a little girl don't get nothing to eat, right? They have to stay up all night, make sure the little girl gets nothing to eat. Ain't that weird as fucking hell? Who in the house sits up all night so their kid can't get nothing to eat? Hey, I'm bringing you up, girl.
Everybody
Oh,
wanted to see my new hair.
look at that beautiful, beautiful hairdo. Yes, girl.
It's blonde. It's
Oh, you
blonde.
got it. You got it going on. You got it going on.
Thanks, Mama. I
I was
said you was the
excited.
first to see it today.
Yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you.
let
I missed them. Go ahead.
you let my son-in-law know that was money well spent.
Hey, Mama said that was money well spent on my hair.
Absolutely.
He's in there just smiling.
You tell him he knows he wants to see your sexy self in the bed with him tonight.
You hear, Mama? You know you want to see your sexy self in bed tonight. He's like, oh shit. God love him. He's worked all day. He has.
Right?
He's been at the farm all day.
Absolutely. Oh
Well, I
yeah,
wanted to
she's
come up and let
beautiful.
everybody see my hair, and I love you.
Hey, I
I'm
love
gonna
you
jump
too.
back
You
down in
know,
chat and
girl.
listen.
All
Love
right.
you, Mama. I'm prayers.
God bless, girl. God bless.
Love you.
Love you too. All right. But yeah, there's so much.
Oh, I do remember that.
Oh yeah, I bet you do. She does remember that. He was supposedly hauling cars. No, his ass was right there when Chad Arnold pulled up. He was right there when they got the black toad out. And I heard the dogs hit on his property. And that's probably why. The dogs hit on the property. Like Candace said, she was leaning against that black toad. Yeah, the big black toad they put in there, the ones missing from Grandma's trailer. The one she took down to Fred's house with. And they transferred Summer into it while they took off her shirt and they took off her jacket. Right? And Candace hid it all. She hid it because she didn't want the search dogs having it. She made sure that she hid that shit. She might have gave it to Laura. To wash because I heard somebody saying that Summer's clothes was in Laura's washer. That's what I heard. I heard Laura and Fred's supposed to have some of Summer's clothes in their washer. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. That might have been what the hell they was washing. Was that shirt and jacket. And Candace went back and collected it, or Dawn. It's funny how Candace ends up back up with all the clothes she takes off at Allison's house to change Summer into the school outfit. It's funny how she ends up with the jacket and the shirt that she would have had to took off down at Fred's when they transferred the kid in the box. Right? That cotton saw her in. Yeah, it's all making sense. And it seems like all these some bitches gonna go to prison. Right? Sounds to me like they're all going to prison. Some point they're all asses going to jail. And I bet you every day, I bet they don't sleep. I bet they don't sleep because they worry. They worry. They know law enforcement's on their ass. And they know that, it's just a matter of time. Somebody's going to talk. Matter of time. Summer's going to get justice. And honey, I hope this is it. Whatever they have found, I hope puts these bastards in prison. That's what I'm hoping. And I hear, through the grapevine, I hear Candace going to be the first. She's going to be the first. That's word going through the grapevine right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ernie was up here. He said he was going to come back, but he didn't come back. I didn't see him come back. he said he had to go take care of something. So, I don't know what he had to take care of. But, that's what I wanted to come in here tonight. That's what I wanted to, let you guys know. This all ties in. Their biggest mistake was that phone call that they made to Mary. The lying phone call about Don going to jail. That was the phone call that let everybody get an insight on how evil Don and Candace was. And from there, it just roller coastered. It roller coastered like a big screen TV with how fucking evil these son of bitches were, and all the people surrounding this little girl was as well. It just roller coastered. And from my understandings, there's some bad stuff. There's some bad stuff coming Don and Candace's and their way here real soon. I hear, from what I'm hearing, there's going to probably be an arrest. There's going to be an arrest. And I'm hearing it's going to be Candace. Not Don, not anybody else. Candace, they're taking first. That's what I'm hearing. That's, through the grapevine. Allegedly, Candace is going to be getting arrested. We'll see. We'll see. Like, I'm just going to wait till it happens. Right? I'm not going to get my hopes up because I've got my hopes up too many times. I got my sweet Norway's trying to come up, but her she's backstage, but her thing won't come through. It's not showing. It's not showing. Come back, my sweet Norway. Hey, I appreciate that, girl. I appreciate it, Anna. Super sticker. All right. Hey, God bless. God bless. Yeah, I heard that Don went and visited up with Santa. I did. I heard it. I heard he went to the mall. I heard he went to the Tennessee Mall, visiting up with Santa, trying to get a get out of jail free card. All right. Santa said he don't give those. Especially to evil folks like Don Wells, right? He said ain't none of those in his bag. Don got the boot right down the slide, right? He got the boot down the chute. That's what happens. That's what happens when Santa knows that you're not just bad, you're evil. Right. Hey, Australia, how you doing, sweetie?
I'm good, PG. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Sorry I missed you yesterday. It was a fantastic live.
Hey, girl. It was fantastic to hear you got a big TV and all kinds of new stuff.
Oh yeah, man. I was in that shop for about 3 hours.
All right.
It was a nightmare, but I got a new TV.
I bet it was a lot
laptop,
of fun.
and headphones.
Wow.
TV arrives on Tuesday.
That is
So I'll
amazing.
be able to have movie time with the kids.
Yeah.
So that'll be really good.
Oh, girlfriend, I want to tell you, I am excited for you. I'm
Me
excited for you.
too. And
I
it was
love-
wonderful. I got chauffeured around. My son drove.
Right.
I hate driving.
I'm going to tell you, I love shopping, and I love even more when I get to get something, right? If I get to get something. Sometimes,
I love shopping when I know what I want, because I'm one of those people that hate being in the shop, but I know exactly what I want. So I get in, get out, but I enjoy it.
I tell you, my daughter, she'll tell me sometimes, she says, Mom, why don't we just well, we just go window shopping. And I'm like, honey, I love to window shop when I can buy what I want out of the window. She's like, no, we can just go window shopping. She wants to get out and do something. So I take her, to look around here and there. And if nothing else, like, if money's really tight, for us, we'll just get a couple coloring books. We'll get some coloring books, some crayons, something like that. Maybe one of those little, game books that's got like tic-tac-toe and different little games in it. And we'll come back home and maybe make up a pizza or some chips and cheese, some
I
nachos.
love making pizza.
Oh, I tell you, and then we get in front of the TV set and we have coloring book contests, or we'll sit there and play the game while we're watching the movie. She always beats me at tic-tac-toe. She always
Does
I don't
she?
know. Yeah, she does. She always beats me. And sometimes
What's tic-tac-toe? Is that like snap?
it's two lines going one way, two lines coming the other way, and you put in
Crisscross.
crisscross.
Knots and crosses.
Yeah, you put an X or an O until somebody
Yeah.
wins. She always
Okay.
beats me. And then sometimes we play Old Maid. We'll play Old Maid, and she usually beats me at that too. Half the time I'm Old Maidy. Right?
There's a
And
secret to that tic-tac-toe, whatever you call it. I
the
don't know, but the kids seem to know how to
secret
position the X.
the secret
Oh,
is don't start in the middle. Don't put your X or your O in the middle. Start at one of the corners. You got a better chance of winning if you start at one of the corners. That's the secret to it.
is that why I'm always losing?
Yeah, try
Okay.
to monopolize the four corners instead of the middle, and usually you'll win. I'm bringing you up. Oh, where's she at?
Did she pop
My
off again?
Yeah, she popped off again. Yeah,
Oh,
my sweet Norway. She's popping on and then she pops off.
my mum used to love going to Norway.
Oh, I love my sweet Norway. I haven't seen her in so long, and it looks like,
Norway's a beautiful place.
oh yeah, yeah. She has a beautiful house. She's
Yeah, I know.
yeah, she's got a beautiful home there. Absolutely, and a beautiful.
We've got Norwegian. I've got
She has a
Norwegian
beautiful.
family.
She got a beautiful puppy. Her puppy is just gorgeous.
Yes, I've seen her puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Adorable.
Yeah, it is. It is. But she must have technical difficulty. She must
Are
be
you
having.
excited about your holiday, PG?
Oh yeah. 1st of
Are
December.
you all packed?
I'm not packed. I'm not packed to go to Disney with Ronald and him yet. But I got to take a couple weeks off. I got to take a couple weeks off from December 1st. I'll be taking about 2, maybe 3 weeks off.
I thought you were leaving today.
Oh no.
I thought today was your last day and then you were gone for 2 weeks.
No, I'll be gone. I'll be gone from.
Oh, I was up here to wish you a happy holiday.
Oh no. I will. My last day in here.
So you'll be gone Christmas time.
My last day in here will be on probably the 29th.
Okay.
And then I won't be in here after that until I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, I'll be Yeah, I'll be gone about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've got my friends in Queensland asking me to fly over to see them for Christmas, but I've got to save money for airfare to go and see Dad in New Zealand after New Year.
Hey, Jinkies, can you send me what you got on Facebook or come up? Can you take the link and come up on PG? What is your email? I want to send you an email. Take the link and come up here. Take the link, Jinkies. Come up and hang out with me, girlfriend.
Yeah, come on, Jenkies.
Yeah. Come hang out with PG. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone for like 3 weeks in December, so I'm not gonna see you. I'm gonna miss you.
She's a sweetie.
She said I'll try to send it to you on Facebook. Girl, you need to come up here. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm getting ready to go out anyway. You come up and say hi. Come up here and tell PG how much you love me. Give me a virtual hug. Right?
She's a sweetheart, Jenkies.
Yeah. Jinkies can't see me, but I'm hugging her.
She's got a lot of love in her heart.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you. I really appreciate, her coming out with, the dirty, dark secrets that Candace had, and I feel that Jinkies always has been,
I can't believe
for the
Candace.
kids. I think Daisy just had too much control over her, and I'm glad to see that she ain't letting Day control her like she once did.
You know what's wrong? You know what's wrong, PG? She won't talk to the news, but yet she'll go over onto Daisy's panel and she'll talk in chat and she'll get on panel and she'll worry about someone else but her own kid. It's just wrong.
Did you see everybody in the chat tonight saying that Move is going to be Can's lawyer? That was funny, girl. That was funny. But I think Day got so deep in with Candace and them that she's afraid to get out. She brought them people to her home. She brought them to her home and everything.
Well, I
And
just hope she's going to be safe
I think
because
she knows.
she's hanging out with some.
After what happened to Dee Dee, I think she might be scared. I think she might be afraid. And she has damn good reason to be. I mean, you're messing with the form of evil here that, wow, it has no boundaries. That evil has no boundaries. If they do that.
I just saw on the news a news article, a video from 4 years ago of Earl Pumpkin Taylor. He's associated with Don Wells, and his body was found floating in a creek in Van Hill, Greenville.
Oh.
4 years ago. So there's another connection to Van Hill.
Absolutely.
Earl Pumpkin Taylor, I think they called him.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to talk to you about that behind the scenes. I like to hear, I like to hear more about this.
Yep. I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah. I need
to look into it too because it's connecting the dots. It's connecting Don's time to his DUI when he was pulled over in 22 for drunk driving in Van Hill, right at the address where the FBI are searching. Um,
Oh,
to
really?
the to the to the guy that Ernie has found something Compton,
Right?
Cody Compton. There's two of them. There's one that lives in Kingsport, one that lives in Greenville,
Right.
and one of them looked like the young fella that used to hang out with Hunter
Right.
up at 110. Do you remember the two boys, the
Yeah.
blonde-headed fella
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I
Hunter?
do. I do. I do.
Okay, so I don't know his name, but the name Cody sounds very familiar.
Yeah, that's when they were up there supposedly ditching a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I do remember that.
So there are all these connections. I didn't realize how close Ben Hill was to Ben Hill.
Right. Right.
Unbelievable. I'm trying to find drone footage of that area, but can't seem to find any online.
Right. I heard that. I heard that. Jinky says I'll try to come up in a few. Logan has me doing chores. Oh, I was getting ready to go out of here.
I watched Jinky's pizza that she cooked the other day. Gee, look yum.
Oh, yes, it did, didn't it? Yes, it
Did
did.
you see it? Oh, yum.
And Logan was helping. Matter of fact, I think he made
Yeah.
one. He made one. She made one. And they worked good together. They worked really good together.
I'm going to have to make one.
Absolutely. Hey, Tracy, I appreciate that, girlfriend. Knew you too.
Anyway, I'll get down, PJ, and I'll talk to you on Messenger.
Okay, sweetie. Definitely.
All right. Love you all. Bye.
Hey, I love you too, girl. You know it. Yes, she is. Yes, she is, Anna. That's the truth. That is the truth, sweetie. God knows that is the truth. All right, you guys. I think we covered a lot of stuff tonight. I think we covered a lot. I think you know, we got a lot of going on. At least now we know law enforcement's definitely, got the case open. They're looking into things. We got another county involved in it, which is a good thing. It's good to have in the feds, they're all over it. So this is big. This is a big win for Summer. So, keep those prayers going up. Keep the prayers going up. I want to tell you, I told you, God works on his own time. He don't work on our time. He works on his time. And if we keep them prayers going up, God will answer. He'll answer. We just got to keep faith. I mean, I believe that God pulled Summer's case to the light little by little by little because we couldn't have handled it all at once. We love her too much. We couldn't have handled all of this at one time. I think that's why, why it's drug out little by little into the light. But I think it's about to be solved. I think God's answering our prayers. I think it's about to be solved. So keep those prayers going up and keep them going up with faith, knowing that God is answering and he's going to, give us what we've been praying for. He's going to give us all the answers and he's going to let Summer be found, brought home, justice get served in the name of his son, Jesus Christ. And that's what we want. We want closure. We want closure. And we want this little girl. We want to know exactly what happened to her and we want her to be put to rest. We want her laid to rest in peace. Where we know where she is. Her brothers know where she is. And we can all get closure in all of this. And she can get peace that she deserved. Peace she didn't ever get before. While she was living. So let us keep them prayers going up, you guys, in the name of Jesus. And keep the prayers going up for Michael. He's about to get some justice too, thank God. Keep the prayers going up for him. Let's pray that somebody tells the truth and they find him as well. And let's pray that Michael Vaughn gets found, Sebastian Rogers, Jack and Lily, and little Emmanuel. I'm going to tell you there's power in prayer, and let's continue to pray for one another. Family that prays together stays together. Amen. Hey, Kinkies, how's it going, girlfriend?
Hi, PJ. What's going on, sister?
I just wanted you to come up and hang out for a minute. I'm gonna be off for about 3 weeks. So I was gonna hang out with you before I'll be here next week. But as of after 1st of December, I won't be back for about 3 weeks. So I was gonna spend.
Enjoy yourself wherever you're going.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Going on a honeymoon finally?
Girl, I'm gonna tell you, my honeymoon was a disaster.
Oh no.
We took everybody with us. Right. We had a bright ideal that, it would be so much fun for us all to be on a honeymoon. And I'm not going to say it wasn't fun, but it was quite an experience, right?
Yeah.
Quite an experience, girl.
That's always a rememberable thing, then, huh?
I ain't going to forget. I'll tell you what. I ain't going to forget none of it. I ain't going to forget the wedding. I'm not going to forget the honeymoon. I ain't going to forget none of it. Trust and believe me, I will not forget none of it. It will always feel like it was yesterday.
Well,
right? I'm going to tell you. First thing happens. I got my dress stepped on, right?
Oh no!
I got a boot print. Yeah, but I didn't care. I am one of them like backyard, that backyard wedding. I'm that backyard wedding girl.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what happens, I don't care what happens. It's like some people are so particular, they want their wedding this way and now. It's my day. And I didn't feel like that. I felt like it's everybody's day, right? And the more the merrier. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter who does what. I don't even care. I find it to be hilarious. That's what memories are built on. That's what they're built on. They're built on that boot print. They're built on somebody turning everything over.
Yep.
It's built on, somebody saying the wrong thing at the right time.
Exactly. It gives it character and it gives it memory. Yeah. I got a request. Chilbilly wants you to unblock him because he wants to talk about the case with you.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have no problem.
Chilbilly lives about 10 miles away from this area.
Right. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'm going to tell you.
He wanted
tell
to talk about it.
Tell Chillbilly PG is making peace. I'm making peace out here.
Yeah.
All of that. I look back and I think, what the hell was all this trauma and drama about anyway? We should have been all working for these kids from day one, instead of blocking and booting and and I'm not saying it wasn't fun. I'm not saying it wasn't fun.
We've had some fun times.
Yeah. Some of those memes and stuff.
Oh, I've got almost all of them, PG. I still calculate most of them.
I ain't gonna say it wasn't fun, especially with Day. Me and her trying to outdo each other. Right? We was trying to out.
For sure.
Hey, Anna, super sticker. All right. Hey, girl, appreciate it. I appreciate you supporting the channel. God bless you. But yeah.
We got to talk since all this has come out. And I do want to give you a little bit of what I feel.
Day Day actually emailed me.
Did she?
Yeah, she emailed me. I seen an email from her about about the new evidence that they just found. You know, she emailed me to let me know, about it. As soon as
Oh,
she heard about it.
yeah,
So, I was really grateful for that. I mean,
yeah.
I was grateful for that. God bless. God bless.
Did you hear though some of the stuff that's been going on still up there?
Do tell.
Well, there's been seen that they've seen firsthand trucks hauling dirt out of there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard
There's
about
4
that.
trucks.
Oh yeah. It's one of them big ones. It's one of those huge ones that's up there. Yeah. My friend, I got a friend inside there, told me that that they got some heavy equipment in there and some huge heavy
Well,
equipment
there was
in
some
there.
heavy equipment already back there.
Down at the one part, but not like
That logging company back there.
not like what they're using right now.
Yeah.
Not like this.
You reckon anything's buried back there?
This is some serious shit. And did you hear?
Like that?
Did you hear that they found?
What do you reckon they found?
I gotta keep my mouth shut on that one.
I know I'm trying to keep my mouth shut, but we might be on the same page.
Yeah, I'm hearing that it was clothing.
Oh, clothing? No, I'm hearing something big.
I heard that they found clothing so far, and they know, well, they know who it belongs to, but they got to solidify it by sending it off. But
I'm hearing not
and
clothing.
they're gonna match it with her
else.
brothers. They're gonna match it with the brothers. Go ahead.
Really?
Yeah. What else did you hear?
Red truck.
A red truck.
It's buried.
You heard
That's what I'm
the red truck with the ladder racks was buried.
That's just what I'm hearing. That's what I'm
Oh,
hearing. That's the word, and I don't know if it's true or not, but there's a lot of locals around there that's been talking about it.
Oh, you're kidding. I'm bringing you up, Jenica. That's my sweet Norway. How you doing, sweet Norway?
Hey, lovely. Come on, sis.
Hey, lovely.
Come on, sis.
So you heard they found the truck?
Well, I don't know if it's the truck in its
Oh,
entirety,
do you
but
think?
I heard they're looking for something and they're pretty big.
Do you think
Why would they
that?
be bringing big dump trucks out of there?
Do you think that's where the top was located?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's just a word on the street. And that's just been some word that's been circulating.
Well,
And it's been circulating by locals, not YouTubers.
you know who had a truck like that.
Jody Sue's mom?
No, it wasn't Jody Sue's mother. It was some of their family, but it wasn't Jody Sue's mother. I think I'm not sure. But I think I have some pictures of the guy of the relative to Andy's family that and I believe that I believe I got the picture of him, and I believe I got a picture of him out there with the truck just like that. I'll if I can find it, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you. It's in another computer that I had when I first started. I have to retrieve it out of there, but because I switched over to the other one when I toured, got that one way too full. It went on me. It was glitching and doing all because I just burned it, but I can still retrieve the stuff from it. So I'm gonna go, this weekend. I'm gonna see if I still have those, and I'll send them to you. But it is their family, but it's this guy, and he owns some type of business, Jinkies. He owns some type of business in that red truck.
Is he related?
That could have been on Ben Hill Road, because I'll tell you why. It sure the fuck looked like it too. I'm gonna go back and retrieve that, and I'll send it to you. You tell me. She'll probably be able to tell you if that's
He's listening right now.
if that's a site on that road. But I'll send you the pictures. I remember that. I think I even did a live on that and pulled it up with that guy, and he had a truck just like that on that property, and it does look like the freaking area of Van Hill Road. It may have been their uncle. It might have been their uncle. He seemed younger. Maybe the uncle's kid or something.
Uncle has a few kids.
Yeah, and they own some type of business. It could have been a tree. It could have been a tree trimming business. You know what? I'm going to go back and get that girl. I'm going to go back.
Bill does own the tree trimming business. Bill does.
I do remember it. Because I was looking into it. Because that's what we was looking for, was that red truck. That's exactly what we was looking for when we found this particular person, because I was
They
what I was
took the truck apart, or they may have buried it all the way, and they might have took the truck apart. And
I don't know. I heard so far.
I'm thinking that
I heard Candace.
leaving from up there, and the red truck.
What I heard is Candace is supposed to be that they're about to arrest her. That's what I heard. I heard with what's coming through from what they already found. This is what I heard from what has already been obtained, whatever that is. She's the one getting arrested.
Oh yeah.
That's what I heard.
Well,
so I don't know how the red truck ties into her.
yeah, I don't know.
But I heard they have retrieved something, and to my understanding, it was clothing. And they're like 99% sure it's Summers, and they sent something off.
You can't say nothing.
They're not going to send the truck off. They're not going to send the truck off. Huh?
Jubilee said he can't say nothing in chat. He's still blocked.
Hold on. Let me see if I can unblock him.
He's very close, and he rode by there yesterday, and he seen the dump trucks pulling out. How are you, Norway?
Hey, Jenkins.
How are you doing, darling?
Hey, thank you. I am not feeling so good, but
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
also, yeah, and the aunt who took care of me when my mother never was there, she died yesterday. So I just
Oh.
found it out. Yeah,
Sorry to
she
hear
was
that.
she was the only one left.
This
Oh,
is life. You know what? It was cold outside in Norway, and she just went outside to take the windows, the ice of the windows, and she fall back and she was dead.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we know and never know. Life is so short.
Definitely is.
Life
Absolutely.
is so short. Yeah.
Yes.
May God bless us all. Look at this
Yeah.
planet. So, but I am
Sorry
just,
for your loss.
yeah, thank you so much, Yankees. We all have lost, but it's just so new
Yeah.
because I grown up, my mother gave me away. She didn't want me. So this is the sister of my father. When nobody didn't want me because she couldn't have children by
Okay,
herself.
tell him to try. Tell him to try now.
How
Try
are
to,
you?
Billy. He's listening.
Take care, Jenkins. It was so nice to meet you. I hope you are okay. I am sorry for everything. I know you have a lot too.
No, you're good. These
Who
Yeah.
did
YouTube streets can be a little rough.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true. So
who
very
did you
nice
say
to meet
passed
you.
away?
So sweet.
Who
yes,
did you
I
say
really
passed
like
away? Who passed away?
you know, my mother didn't want me when I was a child, so I have one auntie. She couldn't have children. There was the sister of my brother. So when I was every time I go, I am 3 hours away from where I live. I don't live. I live in Stavanger.
He said
So
testing one,
the
two.
woman who take care of me all my life with Christmas and where I come from, the sister of my father, she was the only one who phoned me and from the family and contact me because she couldn't have children her own. So last day she just went outside to take the ice off the window and to the car, and she went back and the heart stopped and they could fix the heart, but the brain bleeding was too big, they say.
Oh,
Yeah, I've just been crying for all night because she was the only one left. And I lost my dog, I lost my little dog. He was only 5 years old. He was my best.
oh.
Yeah.
We was just talking about your little dog.
Yeah.
How
And I lost,
beautiful he was.
yeah. And my brother,
Oh,
I have only one brother, as you know. He have a daughter with Down syndrome. So we lost her, only 12 years old. It's just been so much. But anyway, but it's so new. That's why I say now I have
right.
been crying for 1 week.
Our
But
condolences to you and your family.
last day today, I cannot stop crying because life is so short.
It
and
is.
so
It
precious.
is.
And I
And
feel
you know,
so guilty because I live in one place, Stavanger in Norway, but I am not from here. When I was birthed, I was from like Kristiansand, like 3-4 hours away. So when my cousin and everybody have each other, I don't have nobody here. So I feel so lonely.
well, you got your daughters. You got your brother. You got your daughters.
Yeah.
You got us.
I got you.
You got
but
us.
It has been difficult.
We
You know,
love
the
you.
one daughter, you know about the problem.
Yeah.
I cannot take her home, so I miss her so much because I cannot even have a home at Christmas
Oh,
because the
sorry.
police say it's dangerous for me because, they can get sick psychosis
Right.
because use long time,
Right.
and she think I am after her, so I'm so scared.
Well,
So I
you
have
know what? God works miracles. God works
Yeah,
miracles.
and I have tried so long time because I need to get my daughter here in special home.
And
There's so chaos on the planet because we are helping Ukraine.
you know,
You
I
know, we
think
are helping Ukraine and Norway, but we cannot help ourselves. We are taking in all the people. I don't mind helping, but first we need to help ourselves because
amen.
the garden, I really need somebody to take
That's
help.
that's the way we feel. That's the way we
Yeah.
feel in America. That's the way
Yeah,
we feel here.
it's the
You
same
know,
way in Norway. They come in and they get them everything.
it's
You know what?
nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with helping other people
No, it's not about that.
after you help yours.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
when they
help
say
your people
something, they
first.
call us racist. I don't take it anymore. It's not about racist.
You know, the Bible says to sweep your own just to take, sweep your own doorsteps, take care of
Yeah.
your own before you go out trying to take care of someone else's.
Pardon, listen,
And
I
that's
was
and
I
that's
was
the way
13
that
years when I got my daughter.
that's
She's
the
now
way countries are
37
supposed to
years old.
be.
I am sorry, but you think she's now 7 years old. I am so tired. She got epilepsy. She got, because she's delayed. It's
Right,
when I gave birth, she lost the oxygen. So she
right,
cannot remember. She don't know Monday, Tuesday, what is
right,
100 kroon, what is 200 kroon. But she
right,
can show and walk and everything. But I have to remind her now, you go take a shower. Everything has to be like, autism, like this.
right,
And when
right,
I have been so sick now in the hospital, it's terrible because I have to go home all the time and write letters, papers in the hospital against doctor because nobody can help me and it's not fair. I am so tired. And I say, please. And they want her to go to special home where she's living in a community with
right,
other the same and they have like eating together and like this
right,
and they have like this
right.
but I have waiting I have fight for this for many years and sometimes she drink alcohol they can nothing but they know about alcohol and sex.
Right?
Isn't that strange?
Yes.
This is so when she drink, oh my god, she's so violent. But anyway, I am not talking about a child. First of all, she's 37 years old, but I love her. She's my angel. I
Hmm.
adore her. She's my everything. I am
Right.
too tired. And this is the best for her because I cannot give her what she needs anymore. But
Exactly.
anyway, enough. How is your children going, my lovely
Oh,
sister?
they're doing good. They're doing
Yeah.
absolutely good.
Oh, thank
And
God.
Jinky's son is doing great too.
I am
They
so
were
happy.
they were making pizza. He was helping his mother make pizza, and they work well together. They work really well together. Um, they was making some really good pizza. It looked good, and I
Oh,
bet it tastes
love.
good too. But
You know what I always say? Few is like father, but nobody is like a mother.
amen,
He made
amen.
homemade
Who is
pretzel
like a
bites for
mother?
himself tonight. They turned out pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Considering it was his first time making homemade pretzel bites, I think he wants to be a chef.
Ah,
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong
No,
with that. The chefs make pretty good
I
money.
know.
they do.
I have to say, I admire you. You have 4 of them. Okay, I have 3 before. I was not alone with all 3 before Yasmin died. But, I have to say sometimes with 3 girls, everybody shave, everybody hormone. Oh my God. And they was going out. I was taking shirt down. They was pushing up. Oh my
Right,
God. There was so much. I was panicked for the boys and everything. So
right.
you are so good, Prayer Garden, to you fighting for this case. You fighting for your children. And I also know you have lost your husband many years ago. This is so tough. And I have to say, you are the symbol for what a woman should be. What I mean with that is you are very strong. And not all people, like I say, no, I haven't been here for a long time because I have isolated myself because I am
You know,
influenced. I am so
you got
tired
to
of sickness. And
you have to be
there was
strong because you have no choice.
I will tell you, to take dialysis is not to live, it's just to exist. I was hoping they would find a kidney to me. But now I have lost almost 30 kilo. I was 95 kilogram, but now I weigh only 62. So that's good. But only now the moon phase, the moon phase you got. Other than that, I lost kilo, but I feel weak because I will only drink. I don't like to eat. I feel always to puke.
Right.
Yeah, but that is life. This is not about me. But I just when I listen to you, you are so strong. You know what I'm wondering? Why are women so jealous of each other? I don't understand that. When nighttime here now, it's 5 o'clock. In the nighttime, when I listen to you or Jenkins, okay, and I listen to this strong woman, it made me so happy. I'm so happy to listen to this strong, beautiful
You
woman.
know, I can't
Why
answer.
are we
I
jealous?
can't answer why women are jealous of one another.
And
I think
extremely.
Let me
I
tell you
think
why I think that we butt heads sometimes. Because me and
Yeah.
PG are strong women, and we butt heads. Strong women do because we are used to being stronger than everybody else. I
You
don't
know
know if
what,
that makes sense or
Jenkins?
not to you, but it's true.
we don't
The,
have a
the
choice.
boys are not the worst. It's the
When
woman.
when you
Woman.
have been
Yeah.
a single mom, or you know, for in my case, a single mom for so long,
Yeah.
and Jinky's case, you know, she was, you know,
I
she
was a
was
single
basically
married woman for many years.
I
she
know that, Jenkins. I know. And
yeah,
we are all very sorry.
Jinky's had, you know, Jinky's was, you know, she had to have charge all the time.
I do still.
Of her household, you know, even though she had a husband, she had to be the strong one. She had to be the one holding everybody up all the time. And, you know, and sometimes you just want to be weak. Sometimes you just want to slide down that wall, but you
Mm.
can't. But you can't. And I think what happens is, you know, after a while, you don't even think about sliding down a wall no more. You just, you know, you don't even think about it because you know you can't do it.
It's hard
And
to give it to God and
you
walk
just
away
have
from it,
to
ain't it,
you have
PG?
to keep pressing on, don't you?
It's hard to
And,
just give it to God though and walk away from it. When you're
and
strong willed and you're used to doing everything, to just give it to God and walk away from it, it's hard. It is.
you know,
But He's your last resort.
for me, I've always, you know, I know God's busy. I know He's busy, and I, you know, and if I can do it, you know, I rather, you know, it's not that I don't want to, you know, I don't want to put it on, you know, give it to God and walk away. It's just that, you know, I know God's super busy, and if I can handle things, then I do, you know,
Oh
and
yeah, you're supposed to help
I don't,
yourself first. Yes.
I don't want to bother God, but man, I'm going to tell you, Jinkies, sometimes we have to. Sometimes
Okay.
we have to talk to Him, right? We
Yes.
sometimes
Yes.
we have no place else to go but
Yes.
there. And you know, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You know,
I
God's
don't want
there when
to
I need Him.
interrupt you, my sister, but you know what? I pray to God, but I never forget to thank God. What I don't like,
Amen.
some people always cry
Yep.
when they are scared. This is okay, but I
Mhm.
think we forget to thank Him. And you know, there is two things I hate. When something happen and they blame God, how dare they? And
Mhm.
number two, if a child die and they say, oh, that's a meaning from God. No, I don't want to hear about that.
Mm-mm.
God don't want no children to die for us to learn something.
I'm bringing you up, girlfriend. How you doing, sweetie? Spicy watermelon.
Are you still here, young lady?
How are you?
Hi.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, you are beautiful. You are always beautiful,
Oh,
girlfriend.
she's so sweet.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
Ah, she's adorable.
She's like
You have been here almost. When I came on Prayer Garden, I was almost the first. Not the first, but you know, I love her. I have to say I was the first. And not so long after you came, the sweetie pie over here. Yeah, you have been a long time.
And then there was some other person who decided to PG decided to throw PG under the bridge, you could say. But
You are
anyways,
jumping.
you're coming in and out. Your mic is coming in and out.
oh, it's an old phone, I tell you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better. I can hear you a little better.
Yeah, no, I saw Norway, I saw you make 4 years ago. It all started, right? So I
Yeah,
decided,
right.
4 years ago.
Yeah, it did. It did. And I'm going to tell you, we have been together ever since. We have been together. You know, God put a beautiful family together here for
Yeah.
summer. A beautiful family. And I'm going to tell you, I appreciate each and every last one of you. You don't know how much. And I'm going to tell you, we ain't ready to lose any of you. This little one right here, she's like a daughter to me. That one right there, she like a daughter
Yeah,
to me.
but you know what?
I feel like I have to keep.
I have to tell you about
always
this
worry.
little one.
I like it when she shows up because it lets me know she's okay, that she's doing good.
But you know what I have to tell you about this little one? Look at these eyes. These eyes, I know. She know how to be sweet. She know how to get them. And she know how to think. She have also a good brain. She's not only this one. Look at these eyes. What we call it in Norway, like you. It's very sweet name. It's like you. Another luring. I can't remember it in English, but you're so sweet. But these eyes, I know them when I see them. Mhm. Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
French. I don't understand Norwegian, but I understand French.
She's absolutely beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
tell you, I'll tell you something about her eyes. They know a good looking man when they see him.
Uh-huh. And she knows what she wants.
I seen her
with what she
with
wants.
one of her gentleman friends. I saw her with one of her gentleman friends one night, and he was absolutely gorgeous. So she got good eyes.
That was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. He's not in the picture anymore. It didn't go too well. Let's just put it that way.
You had to let it go.
Prayer Garden and Sweetie Pie and Jenkins. I have been a single for, oh my God. I am totally dry. Everything is dry. My mind includes, my mouth includes, because of the medicine. Because of the medicine. but I think 16, 17 years. And you know what I feel now? I'm 51. I am a little bit lonely. I have to admit, I'm very lonely. And I feel like nobody wants me, maybe because of the isolation. And I feel so bad looking. But sometimes I pray to God if he can send me.
You are beautiful.
I want a Christian man, if you understand. I don't want these people who I cannot trust, and it's almost impossible.
I tell you, go to church. And
yeah, I know, but I am so scared. You know what I'm scared of?
You know what the Bible says? The Bible says that when a woman is ready, when a woman's ready for her husband, if she prays for her husband, he'll know her when he sees her, and she'll know him. Yeah. You're supposed to pray for your spouse.
I know, but I never
and God will bring them into your path. You don't have to go out there and find them. They'll come to you.
Yeah, that's true. But you know why I'm scared to go to church, Prayer Garden?
Why?
Because this is the last day, I am sure of it. And in the last day, there are so many fake prophets. And where I live, it's not like when I was children.
You know, when I walk into
so many church.
When I walk into a church, Miss Norway, when you walk into a church, you don't walk into that church for the people sitting in the pews. You walk in that church for God. You go in there looking for him and nothing more. And I'll tell you what, you'll find him, and his children, they'll find you. His children will find you. And you'll have friends like you ain't ever had before. You'll wonder where these friends were all your life, because they're real. They're real. They're not fake.
I don't have any friends because.
But you would.
To be honest, because of my daughter, she have never had friends. So when I get friends, she get jealous or sad inside, and I got sad for her. So I want always to be there for her. So when she get to come to this home, maybe I can start living a little bit, because I am so terrified of men because of what happened before. But
right, that's true.
But you know, many times I don't want to say I hate all men. That is not true, but there is so much disgusting man.
You know, I haven't met a man that I'm afraid of. I haven't met one man I'm
Oh my
afraid of.
God. Then you
Not
have been
ever.
lucky.
Not
Oh,
ever. I haven't met
I
one I'm
have
afraid of.
before, PG.
but
I have.
but
I can't say I have.
I was really afraid for
Uh-huh.
many years. Yes.
I think I'm meaner than them.
I also think so. To be honest, I don't think they want to
Yeah,
test you
somebody's
at
butt.
all.
I always think that they're the one that should be scared.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
I did one question for you. So just think, is your child going to continue when they find summer? Because you say you're going to go away and release, and at that time, if you know, hopefully
You sound like you're underwater, sweetie.
oh, this phone I tell you. I was gonna. Can you hear me now?
No.
It's still I can hear you, but it feels like you're underwater.
Can you hear me now?
Your
It's still
microphone.
the same. I think it's
Yeah.
maybe it's
It's
the
like
phone.
it's making you
I just came up to say hi and you know, I haven't
You
really
wanna-
because you know, like it's been 4 years, right? So gonna say goodbye to everyone since you can't hear me.
Love you. Take care.
they
Take care.
just-
sweetie.
did you hear that they just got a new tip that they're following on Summer's case?
Yeah.
And it's huge. It's huge. So, hopefully, and I hear there's going to be an arrest made. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I hope so too. Hopefully, many more come. Anyways, bye, PG.
Bye bye.
All right, sweetie.
Bye. A little bit back to Summer. No, thank you, woman, for listening to me. You are so beautiful. And I also want to say, then I will talk about Summer. I don't think you and Jenkins know what you guys are doing for other women. I'm speaking for myself. I have to admit, when I was in hospital now, they say I have got depression. I don't take medicine for it, but it's the way it is. I am very depressed, and it's have to be illness because I am angry at myself and say, Jannica, you need to stop. What is going on? And I'm talking to myself and I'm praying, but I'm so depressed. And what I want to talk about is when I listen to you, because you are like my sister, and sometimes I listen to Jenkins also, I have to say, you are so strong and beautiful woman, and it gives me so much power to see that. Like you are a
Right.
very good role model. This is always why I call you my mentor. And maybe you don't know it, but you have to take it into your heart. You don't know how much you have helped me. And tonight, when I had just been crying and crying because she was the only one who cared about me when I was little, because nobody wanted me. And 2 days ago, she phoned me, and she was so good. Nothing wrong with her. That's just remind me of because of my father and mother was so young when they got me. She was just little older than me. She was my father's youngest daughter.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
but
gonna tell you.
enough about that. But tonight when I listen, I stood up 4 o'clock because I just want to talk to you, just to think about something else. And I'm so, and to Jenkins, I want to say you are very strong. I don't know much, but I know you have a difficult time in your marriage, and I know you are a single mother with one son, and I don't know. This is what I say, and you are a beautiful woman. I didn't like maybe the one. I don't know if you are together with him anymore, but I was afraid he was used you. I don't know. Just please take care of yourself. You're so beautiful. So yeah, because
so
you
much.
are a good
You are
example for other
too.
women. But
You
you
are
have a
too.
platform and you're using it right to talk good, not to bash people, not to down people. The internet is full of hate. This is why sometimes I don't get up, because people are so bad and they're only thinking about the look.
Yeah.
So, but okay, enough. I just want to thank
Yeah.
you, Prayer Garden, and you know what, you have helped me through in the beginning. It have been so hard, but when holiday come now, and you know, my dog, he was not only my dog, he was like a baby because he was lying with my foot all the night. I was feeling safe. It was about that.
Mhm.
I felt so safe, and he was only 5 years. So I was thinking he will live 10 years more, but I
Wow.
only go to fix his teeth, and they have to give him some drugs. And that was too strong because he was so little. And he
Right,
got a terrible death in my bed, a terrible way to die.
right.
So, but I'm so happy to hear your children is okay. And I'm thinking a lot about you because what I see happening in America, oh God, help please us. Please help us all. The shooting and everything in the school, and I think it's just horrendous. Horrendous. But, and all the missing children, I don't know what is happening. But about summer, first I want to say, I don't know if you have time to listen. I'm sorry, I'm just talking.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I want to say about Siggy and Fred. This I'm very serious about. I don't so much listen to her, but I have to because she's using your name, and I don't like it in the text. What the name?
Right,
Clickbait.
right.
And I say, okay, I just want to listen what she's saying. And it's hurting my heart because the way she talk about you is like you are a dog or an animal, less than an animal. And it hurt my feeling. I
Who?
take it very personal because
She talking about PG, like PG's less than an animal?
she talking like that. I'm just so
Oh,
disturbed.
hell. I got to go listen to this.
Yeah, and you know what? I am happy you're strong, but you know what?
Now I'm feeling like a wounded animal.
I know you are strong. So, but I think this thing she's doing has become an obsession with her about
Hey,
summer.
PG,
I
I'm gonna hop
think
off
also
here.
she's
It's been good
Okay,
talking to you all tonight.
Hey, it was good having you up here, Jinkies. God bless and much love, sweetie.
You too. Nice talking to you, Danica.
Oh, bye, Jenkins. Nice to meet you.
Nice to talking
Take
to
care,
you.
woman. Take care of
You
yourself.
too.
Bye, sweetie.
God bless you.
God
Bye,
bless
guys.
you too.
Bye.
She's so sweet.
Yeah, she is. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about because but she's so sweet. Because they are family, they are not. She is so sweet. But what I want to say,
Jinkies wants or not Jinkies, but Jinkies must be thinking about me. She's still thinking about me, y'all.
Yeah, but you know this summer, what I hate.
Ziggy is talking bad about PG because, like tonight, I proved that she's sitting over there, mother freaking protecting a number one suspect in the Summer Wells case, and not only a number one suspect in Summer Wells case, but in one of the number one suspects in Cotton Simpson's case as well. And he hasn't done nothing but blow one lie after the other out here in the mix of everything. And Jinkies can't, and Jinkies, she must still be thinking about me, but Ziggy cannot stand the fact that, that I bring proof to the table. This bitch ain't got no proof. This bitch ain't got no proof. She can't show no receipts because she ain't got no receipts of shit. She don't know nothing. She don't know nothing except that her ass went up there on Ben Hill Road and first got a dog. First got a dog that she didn't take care of. Yeah, she got a dog that she expected everybody else to keep up, and she wasn't even taking care of. Then she goes up there and gets another dog, right, and brings it home, and it's worse than the first dog she got, and now it's laying around, and and she just can't stand the fact that I bring the receipts to the table, and her and Fred can't sit over there and blow smoke and lies up everybody's backside the way they wish they could, to try to keep the focus off of who Fred really is and what the fuck she truly has in her house. That's, that's her problem. And not only that, but she knows that PG, she knows that for one, I'm brilliant. I'm a sexy little bitch. And she's probably pissed off a little bit too because, Fred was.
She's very busy about your look. She's talking about your look all the time.
Fred was.
She's so jealous.
Oh hell yeah, she got reason to be.
Showing your
Trust me, she got reason to be. And this man that she goes down there, and takes away from Laura straight out of the prison, right? He comes straight out of prison. That she takes away from Laura. She is all worried. I'm going to tell you something about
these women. Breaker.
These women. Yeah, she
I don't care if Laura was outside sleeping. You don't break up a family.
No, you don't.
Because when they have been together 20 years, that is marriage for me.
And I tell you something. She goes down there. I'm going to tell you something about women like Candace and like Ziggy. Women that go around taking other women's men.
Yeah.
Like Candace went and took Don away from Pam. And these women that can take a man away from another woman, they think somebody's going to take them away from them. I got news for people like Candace and people like Ziggy. Nobody wants your fucking man. Nobody wants your fucking man. I tell you what, brilliant women who have common everyday sense, they have enough sense to know if they could take a man away from another woman, yes, another woman could take him away from you. That's why women like myself and women that are highly educated and smart, they don't mess with people. They don't mess with these men that, are easy to take away from somebody else. I don't want sloppy seconds. It ain't my style, right? Exactly. I don't want nobody's sloppy fucking seconds in my bed. Keep that mother freaker. And I'm smart enough to know if you can take him away from somebody else, he ain't worth having.
You know what? I want to puke. Your body is your temple. You should be clean. I could never just sleep with a man.
I don't want nothing nobody else has. I don't want nobody else's vehicle. I don't want their house. I don't want their, I don't want their husband. I don't want a damn thing somebody else has got. I want my own. I want my own.
Like me. I own my own home.
Exactly.
I'm so proud of it. I have to be honest. It's very hard.
I like to get my own. There's a sense of pride. There's a sense of pride.
Yeah, it's a sense of pride. Exactly. Because the government now say to me when my daughter is moving, I have to admit it will be very hard for me because she need to pay a little bit because she have money because she is sick, of course. But you know what? I am so proud. I don't want to sell my home. But it's hard because I have to fix everything myself, but I can do anything. I am a man and a woman. I fix everything not everything, but many things. And this is something I do about pride. I will never take money from nobody because I know something in my adulthood, and you know too, when we are women, we know nobody give you nothing for free. They always want something
Absolutely
back.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. And what scares me, I want to tell you about Siggy. I have to be honest, I was listening many hours because I want to understand, not because I like her. First of all, I don't think she loved Fred. I think she used Fred, number one.
Oh, yeah.
And it backfired.
Like she used him.
Now she have to live with him, okay?
Right.
So what she wanted with Fred was one thing, the attention. And she didn't care if she hurt Laura. She didn't care about nobody. And she also have a daughter. I'm not talking about a daughter. I am talking when you are a woman, you can't take home anything in your home if you have daughters and boys. This is your responsibility.
Yeah, that's right.
And not a man who have driven to sell rug for many, all his life almost. This is so irresponsible, first.
Mm-hmm.
And second, I have to say, I am so tired of her using someone's name with this Donna. And the way they talk about this child with the psychic, I want to take them down. Now I'm getting very angry. They are talking about this child like she's some kind of a rag doll. They are talking about bones and things, and I am cold to the touch when I even think about this. What is wrong with these people? How dare they talk about someone like this?
I
And
don't
she's
even.
Donna Serafan, I see this, I see this. I don't care if everybody hate me. This is so ungodly, and she's talking about God. No, this is not about God. This is not about God, and I am so disappointed over this. This is why I don't want to go almost on YouTube, because they are so using. This is the only platform who study have carry Summer's name. Study. But the other one, they come only when it's important, like now. Okay, Justin, he has been wonderful, I have to say. I don't want to talk about Justin. He is so lovely. I like him.
Yeah, I love him.
About
I
him
love
and
him.
Cher, I don't want to say what I mean, because this is between me and my God. And I have a strong opinion, and I am very disappointed. I have been that before. I didn't like him when he was with, I know you like her, the one with the the one who was shut out. I never like her. She was bullying people. I don't like bullies. I have never liked bullies. But he's have a lovely heart. It's not about that. But Cher, oh my God, only
Oh
the look,
yeah. Oh yeah.
only the look of her. There is something evil there, and I'm not afraid to say it. There is something evil there. And
But I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
You know.
And with
Um,
eyes, there is something that scares me, but enough about her. And then I have to say, she's using Summer, and they are doing everything because you are talking facts. Siggy and Fred, they are finding new things. I think Siggy loved the drama of it.
Oh
She
yeah.
doesn't love Summer. She loved the dramatic.
I'm gonna tell you,
And
Ziggy.
everything she say about
Ziggy started a channel. Ziggy
and
started
she's saying, I
a
have
YouTube
talked to the
channel.
police. Bullshit.
She
I
started a
guarantee
YouTube
you, the
channel for the
police
money.
hate her. The police guarantee hate her.
Ziggy started a channel for money, not for missing.
She's destroying the case for the
That-
police.
That is, that is a given. I mean, she was about the click. I knew when I went up on her panel, when I went
You
up on her,
started Siggy's channel.
oh yes, I did. When I went up
I
on her,
was there every day.
when I went up on her panel, I knew she wasn't for the missing children.
She was bullying you.
When she was using and allowing, she was using and letting
Yes.
and abusing me. Yes, she was.
Using you and
Um,
spit you out.
And and she was just letting it be. She
Yeah.
kept promising. Oh, you're
Mm.
come back on. I'm going to let you talk about what you need to get out for summer. I'm going to let you. And then all she would do.
Oh no,
would
Prema, I need to say what she told. I am in shock. Is this true? No, I don't think it. Oh my God. Did you hear what she said about you?
What did she say?
Oh my God. You can ask everybody here. I swear I don't want to use God's name, but I do this. Please believe me, I would never lie to you, my sister. I remember it now. I was crying. I thinking. She said, oh my God, I almost don't dare to tell you. You have phoned her many times and you want to have phone sex with her, and you have said yes, and you
She said that I wanted to do something with her.
Yeah,
Oh my
and you have
God.
tried many
And now
times.
he was coming
And
on.
when she said no, you didn't respect her.
He was coming. He was coming on to.
I promise you, I don't lie. Please, I
It's
have
the
to tell you,
truth.
I'm
It's the
sorry.
truth. You know what? She's a liar. She's a
Have
liar.
she lost it totally?
She was coming on to me. She was. This bitch was actually trying to come on to me. Matter of fact, I think she liked me more than she liked Fred, to be honest with you. And I think
That's the way it is.
oh yeah, and I think
Oh my
Fred,
God,
I think
she's
Fred liked
dangerous.
me more than he liked
Then
Ziggy.
see, yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm going to tell you what. I think I could have either one of them if I wanted them, right?
Oh my God.
I'm going to tell
Is
you now.
this the
I'm going to
truth?
tell you now.
I am in shock. This
Ziggy,
is why she say to defend herself. Now I understand.
Ziggy is just like the rest. She is just like
Oh
the
my
rest
God.
of Ben Hill Road. Trust me, I could have my pick. I could have my pick out of any of them. I could have walked off of that hill with
I
any
know.
one of them mother
I know.
freakers. Because
I
why?
can feel it.
Why? Because
What?
I'm going to tell you what, none of them have it like I do. None of them have it like I do. Because I'm going to
Exactly.
tell you, they're only
Amen.
walking. They're only walking
Amen.
with you for what you got. They're only
And
walking with you
what
for
do
what
a
you
man
have.
love? A strong
You know,
woman.
I don't do that
Oh
shit.
my
You know what I'm
God.
saying? I want somebody. I don't want somebody that can pay my bills. I want somebody that can pay theirs. That's what I want. I want somebody that can
Exactly.
take care of themselves. You know, I'm not
Amen.
like me and my husband now. You know, yeah, he can afford to give me a lot of things. I can afford to give him some stuff. But the point
Exactly.
being is,
50-50.
we didn't get married to give each other stuff. You know, I
No.
didn't marry him to get stuff. He didn't marry me to get stuff.
No.
We married each other, you know, because
Of
we
love.
actually love one another. We care about one another. We love one another. We like being together, spending time together. You know,
Yeah.
we've been together for a while now.
Oh, you
And
have a boyfriend? I didn't even know you have a because I don't want to listen to nobody and I don't want to ask you because
yeah, and you
if
know,
you tell me it's
how am
okay,
I
but I
gonna
don't like to know.
how am I gonna break it? How am I gonna break it to my husband that this woman's thinking about, you know, all of
Oh
what he's getting. You know,
I know.
I'm gonna ask him tonight. I'm gonna be like, is she cheating on you? Right?
You are so lovely
What did
because
you
you
think
just
about
laughed
it?
it off.
What did
You
you
are
think
so
about
strong woman. You
some
just
bitches
laughed.
wanting all of this? I mean, she's fantasizing, baby. This bitch is fantasizing about, you know,
When
somebody.
she want to get pregnant with him, I think they try for
Oh,
baby. That
you could
she
hear the
cannot have a baby.
Let me tell you something. You should have heard the last phone call that she made to me. You should hear the last phone call she made to me. She was all crying and bitching and screaming in the telephone, like, you know, having a freaking breakdown, breakdown, because I exposed her ass. Because I exposed her ass for what she was. She's having this big old breakdown. You know, how dare you let Jenna? How dare you let Jenna do this and this and this? You know, because I exposed her ass.
Yeah.
But you know what? She obviously she still wants it. This bitch has got an obsession with PG. What the
Yeah,
hell's
she
up with all
has.
these? What's the hell's up with all these women? You know, thinking about my goody no spots, right? What
You
the
know
fuck?
what? There is a many woman who is want and I it is okay, but I don't know
Yeah,
why do she go into the internet to
she
lie.
be wanting this bitch be wanting to run her fingers through PG's
But
hair.
she's dangerous.
Oh God, I gotta
You know
take a
that.
bath when I get off of here. When
You
I get
know
off of here, I got
she's
to go
dangerous.
disinfect myself. Oh my God.
She's
I
very
feel so
dangerous.
I feel so freaking dirty.
Yeah, I
She made
understand.
me feel dirty.
But you
Hey,
know what? Now, what do you think about Summer, my sister? Do you think? I think they will. I am so sad to say this, but in my heart, I don't feel
yeah, poor
he
PG,
is.
right? Feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for myself right now. For real.
Yeah, of
I
course you
feel,
have
I
to.
feel real fucking sorry for
This is
myself
a
right now.
nightmare.
Yeah,
Did you see the video
I'm
of
waiting to
her?
wake up.
Have you seen the video? Have you seen when Siggy filmed herself?
Exactly, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
Candy. Her name's Candy, right? You're
Uh,
feeling dirty for me. I'm feeling
did you
dirty
see?
too.
One day Justin was in Cher's channel and I was just going looking
Right?
and Cher showed Siggy have sent a video of herself in sexy only undergarm and she said,
Ew.
come and take me, come and take me. She have
What?
sent it to a lot of guys. Yes.
Oh my
She stood
God.
now when she's married to Fred, it was just now. She have sent it, and she was
She was
that
trying to get.
almost naked, and she said,
Did you
"Come and take me."
did you see her trying to get down with the dirty guy across the street? Did you when she was with Fred? She was with Fred, and she's out on the porch trying to get down with some dirty guy across the street. When she was selling those clothes that she was shaking out, and God knows what was in them, I was like, oh my gosh, like, ooh,
She's not.
that is
Before
that
I
is
was
why I have to buy new stuff. I have to buy all my
too.
stuff has to be new. I don't buy. Oh hell no! I don't buy nothing out of yard sales and stuff. I'm like, I mean, not clothing. All my kids' clothes, my clothes.
I think she's stealing a lot. I have to be. I think there is something. I don't understand this. They don't have money. They never have nothing. And you know what? Before I was thinking she was using Fred, but he's also using him. And before I was thinking, oh,
she married him for his Social Security check.
yeah,
right.
He married her to come away, to get away from Tennessee because they want to get his ass.
Because it's getting too hot. It was getting too hot. Mm-hmm.
It's too hot. And I think many other people want to take his ass.
Absolutely. And
So
I'm
he's hiding. He is hiding. I think so.
Okay,
And I also believe he know more than we. Andy, I don't know about that.
I'm going to tell you what. Fred's got extra arms. Fred's got extra arms, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And heads too. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, them motherfuckers got eyeballs everywhere. Like,
he have.
Oh yeah. And he's always got his eyeballs.
You know what is sick about this?
too.
What is sick about this, my lovely? He loved this attention.
But he probably doesn't even care. He probably doesn't even care if if Ziggy's trying to get down with other people because I think he had Laura. I think he had Laura getting down with other people for
money.
Just for money and stuff
I
too. Yeah,
I understand.
I do. I think that
they do it together.
I think that guy is like, I think he's like.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you
His name should be John. His name should be
John or PIPNP. I know what you mean. And but I think it's like this. It's like this. Ding.
Right?
Yeah. But it's an obsession. And he also is obsessed with you because he was showing off the text message with you. I don't understand.
No.
What is going on?
You know what?
Want you, I think.
He wasn't showing. I showed the text messages, and they got mad as hell. They was showing what they want. They was picking and choosing. Man, I tell you what, I opened that shit up and showed it on. They got pissed at that. And then I brought out all the rest of him following Cotton Simpson and all of the stuff, and that's what they're. And just like tonight I played Ziggy, saying that he was hauling cars. And did you hear it? Did you hear? It was her own mouth. It was her own mouth saying, he was hauling cars.
But what do you think about this mystery? When I was here about summer again, I was so crying. It was my birthday, 15 June 2021. And now we are 2025. And I'm thinking, I have to be honest, if she have been in the water, for example, it will only be bones. She was so little. She was a princess. She was an angel. I believe. I don't want to make anybody upset, but I think she's in the arms of an angel with God.
I do too.
I know what?
I believe the summer
is bad to say.
In heaven.
I'd rather want her to be with God
with all the rest of them.
Is that bad of me to say that? Because many people say they want her to live. You know why I don't want? I can't imagine her being.
Oh God, no.
You understand?
I fully understand.
Rather be. Is that bad of me to think like this?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of things worse.
I am sorry, but this is how I feel.
There is.
With God.
I'm going to tell you. It's normal. There is.
They are all pervert.
There is a lot worse things than dying. There's a lot worse things than dying, honey. You know,
Exactly, my
what,
sister.
I mean, what some people put people through. Oh my gosh. You
Yeah,
know,
like the Melody case now. She also just disappeared. What is wrong with the mother of Melody?
I,
The girl, she's 9 years old. I am so scared they are capturing her and using her, trafficking her, the beautiful girls, the 9 1 years.
well,
It's terrible. But do you think they will ever find who did it? I believe so.
yes.
I
You
believe
know,
they're onto it now.
I truly believe that they're going to find Summer. I truly believe.
Or find out what happened to her, maybe
I
like that.
believe God's going to pull this case to the light. That's my opinion. I feel
Yeah,
that He
and you
is going
have
to pull
done
this
that.
to the light. He's going to. Too many people's
A lot
praying.
of thank for you because you have never given up.
Oh
Never.
hell no! Oh no! We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up on Summer. We're going to stay right there, and we're going to make sure that she gets found, brought home, justice gets served. No matter how long it takes, we're not going to let this
But you know what?
fade
I am
into the
so sad.
distance.
How can they find her? It's gone so long time, about.
With God's
I don't-
help, God moves mountains. God
Yeah.
moves mountains. If you have it says if you have the faith of a mustard seed, that
Yeah,
you can
but
tell a tree to uproot itself,
I understand.
and
But we
it'll
also
uproot,
have to
walk
be
away.
realistic. There is not
You-
much left.
It's your faith in God that moved that tree. It's your faith in God that moves the mountains. When you have faith in God, you are unstoppable, baby. You
But
are
I am so upset because for long time, I really did believe it was Don and Candace. But you know what? I think two things can be true at the same time. I think they abused this girl very much. I don't think I know because I see the way
yes,
the children was living. So that is a fact. I also think Don did something to her. I cannot say. Nobody can say.
right.
But now I start wondering, maybe they didn't.
I
Maybe
think
somebody took her. I don't know what to think anymore. What do you feel? And the tree trimming stuff. And I was thinking, they said this man have a tree company before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
That's
the tree trimmers.
that's Fred's uncle. That's into that stuff.
Do you think that was? But I don't know what to think anymore.
Well, I think that I'm hearing they landed something big. They landed something big,
Okay.
and therefore, I truly believe that I actually heard they got something sent off that they're analyzing, and
Yeah.
Candace, and if it comes back a positive, Candace is supposed to be getting arrested. So, I don't know. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just
Nay,
waiting.
and you also have the bag of clothes of this woman who liked Candace. What's her name?
Kathy the friend had
Yeah.
that box.
I don't trust her at all.
Oh no, I don't trust
At
that.
all.
No. I'm going to tell you, she was self-centered,
I think
self-seeking,
she
and
knows
self-focused. Yeah. Oh, I think
she
she
knows
knows a whole lot. I think she
And I
knows
think
a
she's
whole lot.
very in love with. Very in love.
I think she wasn't just in love with Candace. I think she was, afraid to get law enforcement involved because Candace ain't allowed around children, and she had Candace sleeping in the damn room with her daughter, and that she didn't want, coming to law enforcement and children's services attention, and it wasn't up till now that we really figured it out. But this bitch was all about herself. She wasn't about Summer or anybody else at all, and it just sickens me. It sickens me how so many people have, used and abused this little girl,
So many people.
For their own self gain and their self seeking and everything. But you got to answer to God. All of us are going to answer to God. Every last one of us is going to stand before. People think they're not going to be judged. Oh, hell yeah! It says everyone. It says every Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is
Yeah.
the Lord of Lords,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm going to tell you, we're all getting judged. There's going to be the sheep on the right and the goats on the left. You better
Yes.
just hope you're on the right, right? You better
Yeah.
hope you're on the right, because if
That's
you're on the
true.
left, you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. Amen. I love you so much. I don't want to keep you
Oh, I
anymore.
love you too, girl. Yeah,
How
I'm
much? Yeah, it's morning here now. It's nighttime. You go to bed, you.
yeah,
I go to, yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay. It was so
try to
nice
get
to
to
talk to
sleep.
you again, and God bless you. And I love you so much from
Hey,
my
girl,
heart. You
I
are
thank
so
God.
special.
I thank God tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. And it's like, woohoo, right? I get
Yeah.
to, you
But
know, I'm
you're
doing happy
working.
dance
You're working
tomorrow.
too much.
I'm going to be doing happy dance tomorrow, girl.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit afraid of you because you have a lot on your plate.
Oh, yeah.
You
I got a
need
lot.
to take care of yourself. You need to take some rest.
And you know what they say? Idle hands get in trouble.
Yeah.
I got to keep those hands busy.
Yeah. Oh, you are too busy. Maybe
especially,
some years
especially
after you will
PG.
get it back. Just be careful. Okay, my lovely sister.
Hey,
Thank you so much for putting me up and
hey, I love
waiting
you.
for me.
You
I
know
don't
it.
know what is wrong with the computer. It's my daughter. The other one was my
I'm going
daughter's.
to tell you. You get out of that funk. You're in a funk right now. You get out of it, girlfriend. You know we
I
all
am
love
in
you.
a computer. I cannot use the phone. I am not good at this, and I don't have so much money. I wish me a new computer, so I will try to buy myself a new computer to Christmas, maybe.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah,
I will see. I
absolutely.
don't know. Okay, I love you. Take care and kiss all of your children and your husband.
Hey,
Congratulations.
absolutely. And
Yes,
their two uncles. I'll
your
kiss them.
sexy little thing.
That's right.
That
That's right.
sexy little thing. The husband who got you, he got his hands full. But he got a real woman. This is a
Yeah.
real woman. Yeah.
I'll
I
tell you
can
what.
see you working in a farm, milking the cow, taking I can see it all. Like one hand here, one hand here, one phone here, the children here, off and off.
Running
You know
around.
this. Okay.
Absolutely.
Take care, my sister.
Love
I
you
love
too.
you. Bye bye for now.
Good night. Make sure
Good
you come
night.
back. Make sure you
Yeah.
come back, spend time with PG.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye, sweetie. I love Miss Norway. She's a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. Yeah. We are always praying for everybody, right? Oh shit. She cracked me up. Listen, y'all. PG's gonna get out of here and we'll head out. Make sure you keep those prayers going up for little Summer Moon, Utah Wells. God bless her. God bless her. And man, I have got to hit the shower. I gotta go disinfect myself. I'm gonna tell you that is just nasty. That's just nasty. That's just nasty. Oh my god, that is fucking gross. I can't even I can't even mentally I cannot even mentally visualize. That's just gross. I have got to go hear that. Did anybody else hear that? Put a one in the chat if you heard what she said. Ziggy supposedly said. Oh my god. It got me. Whoa. Don't flatter yourself, Ziggy. Do not flatter yourself, girlfriend. I do not swing. For one, I don't swing that way. Hell to the fucking no. Right? Girlfriend, I'm going to tell you what. No. You ain't. Girlfriend, you ain't got shit. You ain't got what it takes to satisfy a woman. Let me tell you that right now. Right? Oh, that's gross. That is nasty. That is nasty. Oh my god. I done, she was trying to come on to me. She did. She tried to approach me. That was gross. But whoa. Oh, you heard it, Bridget? Oh my god. Oh my God. Can you send me the mother freaking timestamp? A screenshot of that, of the live, and a mother freaking timestamp. Oh my God, I gotta hear that for myself. I can't believe she would say something like that. That is nasty. That is straight up disgusting. Disgusting. Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I have got to go disinfect. That is just, damn. That's awful. That's awful. Girlfriend, I'm gonna tell you what, Ziggy. I'm gonna tell you right now, girlfriend. God knows you're a liar. God knows you are a liar. You know, Satan's the daddy of all liars. And if you said something like that, that was a damn lie. That was an awful, horrible, ugly, disgusting freaking lie. And it says a lot more about you than it'll ever say about me. I mean, was you just trying to let people know that you know you swing that way too, or what the hell was you trying to accomplish by telling that lie? But damn, that's gross. That's just super gross and whoa. And you making my skin crawl. My fucking skin's crawling even thinking about being. I wouldn't even want to be in your house, let alone your fucking bed. That's just nasty. But anyway, I'm getting out of here. I got the mother freaking. I'll go disinfect myself, probably roll my old man out of bed, change the sheets and shit. Like, woo. Yeah, that's hey. Oh my God, this is the shit that keeps me up at night. This is the shit that keeps PG up at night, and I need my rest. Right? I need my rest, you guys. Wow, I didn't know I knew she was obsessed, but not like that. Whoa, damn. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get my hot 60 ass out of here. Go disinfect, change the sheets, and snuggle up to my man. To my man, Ziggy. Did you hear that? To my man. Damn. I believe in Adam and Eve. Sorry to say, Ziggy. That's what I believe in. And that's, and that's respected. I mean, people that have other preferences, I respect it, but I want my preferences respected as well. It's a two-way street out there, right? It's a two-way street. We should respect one another, and when it comes to that kind of stuff, and I just don't go that way. I don't go that way. I go one-way street. All right, I'm getting out of here, you guys. As we go out tonight, please put up those hearts. We got 224 people still left in here. Put up those hearts as we go out of here tonight. Throw them up for these kids, let them know how much they're appreciated, how much they're loved, how much they're cared about. And I hope God blesses each and every last one of you that are hanging in here tonight, that's hanging in here till the last minute for these children. God bless you. God bless you. And I think you'll be seeing a blessing. I think you'll be seeing a blessing. You're going to be like, oh, PG said this blessing's coming. It's coming. You're going to get a blessing for being, the last ones hanging in here at the last minute for little Summer Moon Utah Wells. It shows how much you love and care about her, and how much, and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be praying. I'm going to be praying for a blessing for you. God bless you. All right. I'm heading out. Let's see those hearts go up. Let these babies know from heaven that they are loved and cared about so much. Amen.